Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to another Share a Beer. This is Share a Beer Show, and this is kind of a cool number for a few different reasons. One, because I love numbers that start with an F, and this is 505, but it's also the area code of where I used to live and
That's
used to
true. Yeah.
once upon a time. So it's episode 505, and it's also the area code for the most of New Mexico, not all of New Mexico anymore, but
Yeah. Yeah.
so a little nod to the place where I used to live. I'll tip my glass that way, not all the
Yeah.
way. I ain't wasting this stuff. But in any case, let's cue the intro guy.
Special fuck you shout out to Joe D and the rest of his craft beer cunts. Just notice he's fucking talking shit. About the Wool Liquor Drinkers on YouTube.
All right, AJ.
Fuck you, Joe D. You piece of shit.
Yeah, there we are.
I'm the king of smoke, there is none higher. Your geeks should call me sire. Burn my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop smoking till I retire. Now I rock the party, true correct. Smoke is on time and the beers connect. Got the right to smoke and will elect. And others can't stand me, but give you respect.
Now,
I can't believe I did that. All right.
but we had to have a proper full intro today, man. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And
Well, that's debatable.
Right?
hey, that the intro,
You didn't sense my sarcasm.
the intro, yeah, that's all sarcasm, and it goes with the whole flow of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anybody that would say, yeah, the show is good stuff, then that's well, we know that's complete sarcasm, of course. Let's see here. So let me put a link in the chat. Let me get that done. And since Google Plus is gone, we've had a hell of a time with the links, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people can't click on it successfully to get on.
Wow, I'm having a heck of a time just posting it. I can't copy and paste it like I normally do. I don't know what's going on. Let me see.
Okay. All right. It's time for a Share a Beer
There it goes.
Team F beer. I got to check out the fridge. See what you guys think I should drink.
All right. Well,
Over
let's see.
here in the door, if you see
We got
that
in the fridge.
in the fridge,
Oh.
we see.
Fridge today.
Look at that. You see that? Well, that looks familiar, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm in. Finally.
Old German. Have any of you guys had this before?
Space lettuce.
Never seen it.
Monday Night Brewing. This one I picked up today.
There you go.
Oh, what is?
Lagunitas what?
Waldo's.
Waldo's Special Ale. But I think I'm gonna have. I don't know, Bum. Should I have one of these bad beers? Is there?
So you have Old German and you have the Strohs and
No, I drank
Oh,
the
God.
Strohs. I drank the Strohs already. I've got
Mark,
the burger and the paper.
if you actually want to not puke, Mark, don't drink the burger.
Okay, all right. So I'll hang on to that.
Yeah, the Old German's pretty good.
Okay, all right.
That's a very good crappy beer.
Okay.
Coach.
It's a 24 ouncer. So that's
Yeah. Yeah, and it's
then I'll have
it's a lot fresher than the other ones I gave you.
Okay. All right. We'll start off with that then.
Yeah.
And I'm pairing everything
Nice.
with Game of Thrones or baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you said those were hard to find and already fetching higher prices on the secondary market. I still saw those Oreos as recently as last week for sale in the stores.
I know, me too. And so they were hard to find right out, that first batch maybe, and then they made more.
Yeah. Just like Doritos. Don't worry, we'll make more.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like Tom made a run for tacos already.
I made a cheeseburger within a tortilla. You know what I mean?
Oh, cheeseburger.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around.
I don't mess around. No.
A tortilla burger.
His time is efficient.
I don't
Yep.
put around here too.
Tortilla burgers, man.
That's the way you do it.
That's the way it's done in the hood, at least in this part of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I think tortillas taste better than a. If they could capture that tortilla taste in a bun, that'd be amazing.
That would be good, actually.
Yeah.
Tortilla.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I grew up having tortilla burgers. I mean, that's
You might have something there, Tom.
For real.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I mean, I could go right now to a few places and get tortilla burgers. That's for sure. And some people will lay them, and it's funny, right? Because some people call them a tortilla burger, and some people now will call them a quesadilla. So go figure that. A stuffed quesadilla.
It's like, what's the difference, right? It's still meat, right?
That whole thing amuses me, man. Or some people just call them a wrap. All right, yeah, all right. That makes you feel better. Whatever, you know. It's a wrap. Whatever. Hey, so who wants to start out? Hey, Bum, you want to start us out with the?
Let's start out with Bum.
Yeah, I will, because this won't take that much time. Joe, you don't even have to go to Untapped or anything, because there's nothing special about the beer I'm having, the beer itself, but it's the name that I want Mark to check out. I had this ready to go 2 weeks ago, Mark, and you were 2 weeks away from getting one of these. I just discovered these. Mark, your mind is going to be blown when you see what name has returned to the Pennsylvania brewing scene. Are you ready? Kohler.
Kohler. Oh my gosh. Wow.
They make generators here in Minnesota.
Hey, Bum, are you sure? Is that Mark's mind that you're blowing?
Yes.
Or is...
Yeah, baby.
Where's that sound effect at?
Drum roll, please.
Off the rails.
So when did that show up? Just a few weeks ago, Bum?
Yeah. Just to give just a quick history lesson, Kohler beer was real big in Pennsylvania up until the 70s. They were from Erie, PA.
Yeah.
A couple hours north of Pittsburgh. Erie Brewing, not to be confused with the current Erie Brewing craft brewery. And they've been out of business for decades now. And some guy in Grove City, PA bought the rights to the Kohler name. And they have a tiny little Kohler brewery operating out of Grove City.
Okay.
And this amber ale and their lager are the only two that they package.
Okay. So they bought the name and the recipe, basically, right?
Yeah, and the recipe, I'm sure, has absolutely nothing to do with the old-time Kohler. And had I been a little more proactive, I have a couple old Kohler cans from the 70s in the other room, but I will not delay the show to go
That's
get
cool.
those.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do remember. I don't know if I don't think I ever drank Kohler, but I remember it.
I knew you would know the name. The only thing missing from the label was Uncle Jackson. Remember Uncle
we
Jackson?
had Booty on the show. Woohoo!
What's that, Joe?
Thanks, Coach.
We just got malt liquored by Havana.
Oh, already.
Yeah, we had Booty.
Oh, from Havana. Okay.
Booty.
Yeah, I'll take the booty.
Yeah, and that was a rare brand right there. We hadn't seen that brand of Booty on the show before, so
There's all kinds.
I will never miss the Booty. That will interrupt everything every time, my friend. Works every time. That's why.
It could
So-
be a serious conversation.
So that's it for me. There's no reason to look this beer up. It's just a basic amber ale. I just wanted Mark to see the
That's
Kohler
cool.
name existing once again after
Yeah.
40 years.
Oh yeah, there's some. Whoa, hey.
Back in the booty.
Yeah, that's
No
that.
booty.
There's a lot of touching and rubbing on the show today. That might be some other stuff here. We've got a virtual blowing of Mark happening on the show, and then we've got some touching and rubbing happening in Idaho. There's a lot of innuendo. Innuendo.
Innuendo.
Yeah.
Idaho, Idaho, no Idaho.
You all are hoes.
Hey,
Ain't that the
Andrew,
truth?
what would you be having today, my friend?
I've actually got to go to the kitchen to get it. It's in the fridge. Be right
Oh, it's
back.
in the fridge.
You
Okay.
skip over me and come back to me when you see me sit down.
All right. Yeah, well, we will do that, my friend. Earth, what are you having, brother?
I don't think you're ready for this, Joe.
Uh-oh.
You ready for this?
I'm gonna try.
Mr. Brown 2019.
Oh, look at you. He's a big boy now, Mr. Brown.
Tool, Mr. Brown.
Yeah. We dialed that one up. Man,
Yeah, you looked at it already.
Yeah, that was I was wanting to hear about that one, man. What you thought of that? Like what let me share the screen with everybody because he types in checks in some good beers, man. And this was one
Tool.
that caught my eye.
Cool. Okay.
But let me share the screen here real quick. Man, they changed some of the options on here again. Oh, they keep mixing things up here. Why are they doing that, man? That's not right. Okay.
Just keep you on your toes.
Yeah, they do. They darn sure doing that. 1,855 ratings on here. Wow, 440 in the last 30 days. It's the 2019 Mr. Brown. It's an Imperial Brown for those that don't know. 9%, no IBUs rated, no charge, and a 3.9 rating, man.
Solid.
It is solid. Here's a real brief description.
That rating's way too low, I'm telling you right now.
Imperial salty caramel cookie dough, double coffee fudge, chocolate, milk, hazelnut, butter, vanilla, coca, crumble brown ale.
No, now you're just making
Yeah,
stuff
baby.
up.
Wow.
Now,
The question is, can you discern all those flavors? Or
Actually,
all there?
before I say any of that, it is different on the can. It says it's an Imperial Brown brew with vanilla, chocolate, hazelnuts,
No smoke.
coffee, and salted caramel.
also, they
exaggerated a bit. Maybe it was an original one. I don't know, but
Yeah. Huh.
but it's definitely all there. When I poured it, and it was like a foot and a half away, it was just bursting hazelnut coffee. It's definitely everything. You get the salted caramel, the chocolate. It's got that brownie fudge thing going on. It's pretty thick and viscous. It's definitely if you got to have one, you got to have 6. Bing, bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing, bing.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I wish I had a 6
I
pack.
feel like you needed a little music for your description.
So Earth just so we know, Earth said Mr. Brown is thick and viscous. So I mean,
That's right. Works every time, baby.
it works every time.
Dude, when it starts that way, it just whoop.
Yeah.
When it starts that way, it's just that's just where it's going.
That-
you know.
That might even 15 minutes in, you might have your show title already.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown is thick and viscous.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. So, what rating did you give that beer, man?
For me, it's at least a 4.5.
Ah,
It's
Good.
It's amazing. I highly recommend it. I'm probably actually going to go back and try to buy everything that's on there.
ooh,
How much was it?
The whole rack. I think it was like $5.50 or $6 for the can.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
for the can. If a beer is
Well, yeah, considering what the prices are when I normally get this type of stuff, that's not bad.
Mhm.
It's
Considering
about
that-
average, maybe a little below average.
isn't that something when and that's a 16-ounce
It's
can.
unfortunate, but yeah, yep,
That's something
500 mil.
like there's money to be made in beer. I mean,
Although that's probably a pretty expensive beer to brew. I mean, when you get into those imperial, there's a lot of malt, and I mean, so that the ingredients are at least twice as much as a normal beer. But yeah, selling it for $6 a can, yeah,
It's definitely rivaling the Belching Beaver flavor game. So
Okay.
I'll just throw that out there.
If you went to a bar, you'd probably pay $11 for a pour of that.
Oh yeah.
Easy. It's almost worth it.
You get a 10-ounce pour for $10 or something. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
so what are you having, Tom?
I'm having it's all right. It's Dragon Yum Yums from Dogfish.
Dragon Yum Yums.
Oh, dragons and yum yums.
I think it's called Dragons and Yum Yums. The Flaming Lips. In collaboration with the Flaming Lips. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't know.
Do we need to cue the music for you too, man? I mean, do
You think so?
You want me to
Sounds
break
like
it
it.
I think you want to say that again?
down? Baby, we drinking the Dragon Yum Yums.
Right through the Yum
You gotta
Yum.
get into the mood a little bit, Tom.
yeah, we gotta.
Sweet and salty.
You gotta get into like the Barry White, like
Yeah,
low,
the
the Barry White kind of voice and tone. You gotta get it down low.
Down that low.
You gotta go low for that one, there, baby. Yeah, dude. Here, why? I'll cue the music for this one here. See what we. Oh yeah, Dragon and Yum Yums, baby. 72,000 ratings on here. 7,800 in the last 30 days. 6.5% ABV, 25 IBUs, 3.62 rating, baby. But don't count me out. A music collaboration of epic proportions with the Flaming Lips. This lip-smackingly tart pale ale is brewed with dragon fruit, yum berry, passion fruit, pear juice, and black carrot, baby. Yeah, the black carrot juice, baby. Just say it. You know you liked it.
Talking about good times.
Yeah, that's good times there. That's right. So what do you think of it, Tom?
Do they call it an IPA? Is it marked as an IPA?
It's marked as a pale.
It goes down like a ghost. Like it's kind of it's not very hoppy at all, to be honest. You get more of like the fruits from you get like more of the passion fruit. Yum berry. I don't know what yum berry is. What is
Yum berry?
Yum berry. Yeah, what is it? Yum
I don't
berry.
even know what yum berry is.
Yeah.
But it's more fruity, ghosty, a little salty. It's all right. It's not bad. It goes down nice and smooth, baby.
Yeah.
No charge.
You know what? I feel like from looking at a yum berry, I feel like we've looked up yum berries in the past. They look like didn't we? What other kind of berry did we look up and it looked like similar to this? Was it like
dingleberries?
I know dingleberries, right? But when you look at this picture, it looks a lot like a strawberry on the inside. It actually looks really good. Yum berries. I don't know. But, well, we have one person who might know what it is. I don't know. Mark, does the boss know what they are? Is any
What berries?
yam berries? Yum berry?
Yum berries? Oh, no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be an Asian fruit.
Actually, there was a reference to on here when I first looked it up. Chinese bayberry. I guess they're
might be an Asian thing.
yeah. So
Bayberries, yeah, bayberries are.
but yeah, I don't know.
I got a question for you.
I know I can get them at there's a frozen yogurt place down the street apparently where you can get them on your your frozen yogurt, man. So yeah, that's how that works right there. Wow. Yeah, had no idea. Who knew?
Hey, any of you guys like gin and tonics? I got introduced the other day, and I'm kind of.
You're not really a fan of gin and tonics?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Oh, you really are? See,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not really a fan of juniper, so.
Tonic water. I've never
A
been.
good gin has a pretty good juniper flavor. Yeah, so it's one of those.
Never had one.
It's like medicinal, but it's like the tonic water takes it over the top. Oh, it's so good. I love it.
What did you have with it? Did you have an olive? Did you have?
Oh, I just do straight gin and.
What kind of gin did you use? What kind of gin?
The Bombay.
Okay, Bombay gin.
I've only had Tanqueray and Bombay, and I feel like they're both good. I just like Bombay a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both. I mean, I don't know. It's.
There is. I can't think of the name. It's a French gin. I can't think of the name of it. Which is kind of, but it's really, really good. It's got a nice flavor to it. I can't think of the name. But
they're all very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all have like their own botanicals and like.
Yep. I mean, the juniper is the first thing, but they add a bunch of other stuff to it. Yeah.
When I type in French gin, the first one that comes up is Citadel.
Is that it?
You get Citadel. There's a SMA or something like that.
It's
There's
is it like a square bottle?
There's a G Vine. It's kind of square-ish. I can show you what I'm looking at here.
It might be. Yeah.
It's kind of square-ish but round at the top. See, here's the SMA. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong.
Sapphire is a good gin too. If you haven't tried that, Sapphire is not a bad gin.
We can do let's see, top 10 gin.
I mean, a bottle of Bombay for 1.75 was like $33. That's not bad at all.
No, that's not too bad.
That's pretty awesome.
Here's an image of the top 10 gins. If anybody.
Bombay Sapphire. Yep.
Tanqueray is the one we've all heard of. You know, I'm not a gin authority, that's for sure. I'm not super big on gin, but
it's almost like now there's a wine world and a beer world. There's a total gin world.
Mm-hmm.
There's a following for everything.
There's a following. Yeah, there's a following for everything. Well, just like I would compare someone being into gin like someone being in IPAs. Like, you know, there's a whole what do we call that in the beer world? The sommeliers, or what do we call those guys?
Cicerones.
Cicerone. There's spirit cicerones.
I actually met a cicerone the other day.
Did you really?
Waldo?
He was like he was like the first step of it, but he was like a salesman when he
okay.
Talking about it, and he was telling me like the process he went through to do everything, and he was like the first test is like $75. It's about like pouring and knowing like the history and everything, and you can go up to like 4 different steps. But I thought it was pretty cool.
It is very cool. Yeah, that is. But yeah, there's a whole. It to me, like, so breaking spirits down to actually be into gin, to me, in the spirit world is like being into IPAs in the beer world. Like, you know, we definitely know our people that's all they do. IPAs, that's it. Then you have other cats that do just kind of dark beers, or, you know, or just Bud Light. We know those people.
Yeah, that's a cheap beer tag. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
You did? You're not
go at the bar and you'll see someone that just orders Bud Lights, and they'll beer tab be $20, and yours is like 35, 40. It's like, damn.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they're killing it, and a lot of times they're only getting charged every other beer because it's Bud Light, for Christ's sake. They're like, whatever, you know.
A little jealous, but I mean, I like it.
It's all good.
It little jealousy when it comes to the wallet when you're at a bar, but you know, you're getting what you give there a little bit. You know, you're getting what you get, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's you know, what are you gonna do? So, Andrew, what are you having, brother?
Well, I'm having local peated Scotch Ale Ben Kriege by Brow Brothers out in Marshall, Minnesota.
Nice.
Oh, got my interest.
Yeah, cocktail. Mm-hmm.
Is that Pete coming in for you?
Yeah, it's literally right. It's up front, and I'm having it in my Kelly's Pub glass here in honor of them because they're closing down. I think they closed like last week because they sold out to a condo developer, sadly. And this is literally a working man's bar that's been in downtown St. Paul for better than 40 years.
Yeah.
You must have got a nice paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. We had Jay Vega saying that Seagram's, only Seagram's gin and juice.
And the peat is right up front with this.
It's right up front? Okay.
Yep. And you can taste a little bit of the scotch on the backside.
Oh, so you're actually getting scotch.
Well,
Or
the name of the beer.
What's a
Scotch
yeah.
ale. Smoky Scotch ale.
Yep.
So peat would be, to me, means it's a kind of a little smoky and earthy
Yep.
flavor. Yeah.
This is not a lawnmower beer by a long shot. This is more like a steak or a burger kind of beer.
Yeah. That would go good with the burgers. I think that'd be good barbecue.
Yep.
There.
Easily good barbecue beer. But this is definitely not exactly like your Miller Lite or something like that.
Oh well, no.
Color wise, it's got like a kind of, you can see underneath my light. It's kind of like a caramel color a little bit.
Yeah, that's the way.
Classic.
It's like a light caramel color.
Yeah, I had a few Scotch ales last night.
Yeah. This is pretty good. This is my third bottle out of the 6-pack. Last time I had one was probably better than a month ago. I took some overtime for work and worked weekend shifts for the Final Four when it was in town.
Oh, that's cool. So I'll share the screen real quick.
Oh, the Final Four was in Minnesota?
Yeah, Minneapolis. Minneapolis was a zoo.
Yeah.
Crazy out there.
You got 8,900 total ratings on here. 20 in the last 30 days. 6.8% ABV, 20 IBUs, 3.44. Scotch ales get a bad rap. I was killing.
I think it's the peat. The peat is it's either hit or miss for people, and if it's a miss, they don't like it.
Yeah.
What up, Earth?
It's unfortunate,
What up, man?
But it's an American interpretation of a Scotch ale. We use Golden Promise, caramel malts, and roasted barley to form the backbone of this beer.
I can taste the roasted barley. That's definitely right up there too.
So they say there's a bacon sort of quality in there. You get any bacon in there?
It does have like a smoky flavor on the backside. Like how smoked bacon does.
Yeah. Hey, now we've got to get to a real man right now. We got a man in house. He's wearing a pink shirt. You got to be real secure in your manhood.
That's right, baby.
So what's up there, brother? No, don't.
Are we gonna have
No, don't do that.
No.
TMI.
You have to see the full pinkness of this shirt.
No, I don't want to see the rest of the pink.
Full pink.
Is it pink in the middle?
Yeah.
It's real pink in the middle. Real pink. And moist.
And me?
Yeah.
You're talking about me.
Apparently.
Hey, Woody, are you having anything to drink there, brother?
Yeah, dude, I've got a special one tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Double scatterbrain from Bearded Iris.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to back up here because I don't know that we've ever. Bum, have we ever had husband and wife in the bed on the show?
As long as I've been on, I think it's the first.
I think this is a.
Hey, there's a first time for everything, guys.
Let's wait till later.
Uh,
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think
That
this
means
might
there's a
be the
cherry
first-
involved somewhere.
Oh!
Whether you
Oh!
That's been gone a long time ago, guys.
yeah, you did.
No, I'm not going to say it.
So is that, hey, Chase, is that a sour cherry beer?
It's a sweet cherry, Joe. Sweet cherry.
Good answer.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. So this has got to be one for the books here, there, Bum. I believe this is the first.
Yeah, definitely, and definitely the first time it's ever happened where that guy also made an appearance on the show on the toilet.
I'm that guy, fellas.
Yeah.
At least you own it. I mean,
Yeah, I own it. I own it, Mark.
Yeah, he definitely owns it. Yeah, between him and Coach, we're definitely we almost need to have a toilet show, and everyone show off their toilet. Apparently,
Yeah. We done had the shit show. Now it's the show off the shit show.
Jesus Christ.
So what beer were you having again, brother?
I'm having the double scatterbrain from Bearded Iris.
Very
It is a double IPA with pine, passion fruit, and citrus, double dry hopped with Citra. And it was actually canned like 13 days ago, so super fresh.
Oh, so that's really fresh. That's good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is so good, guys. Like the Bearded Iris is out of Nashville, Tennessee. So right down from where I'm at, I'm actually, we went to a funeral today in Knoxville, and we're staying in Pigeon Forge like we were last time.
Mm-hmm.
And they had everything there was like 13 to 14 days old canned. So it was really, really fresh.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can see, like, look at the lacing on this glass already. I mean,
Yeah, look at that. That is good. That looks
Ooh, I like that glass.
Let me show this one off.
just picked this up, man. Look here. It's a casual pint.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice glass.
Yeah.
Let me share this one with everybody because it's a highly rated beer right here. You got 2,500 total on here, 113 in the last 30 days, 8% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 4.14. That's the highest beer tonight, man.
Oh, it's fantastic, guys. Y'all would love it.
I'm going to top that with my old German.
You got twice the passion fruit and pine in this all Simcoe D IPA version.
Mm-hmm. No, that looks good. I don't think a good beer.
Come look at the beer garden in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, look up, Joe. Look up the. It's called the Beard Garden. What was it called? Beard Garden.
Bearded Garden.
Bearded Beer Garden or Bearden BEARDEN Garden.
I'm not sure.
That's where I picked those up
In
at.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
The Bearden Beer Garden in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Bearded Beer Garden.
Yeah, Bearden,
Something like
BEARDEN, Beer Garden.
It's just gonna be a picture of you.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Completed. Yeah. That's just that's a huge beach ball out there. Softball, beach ball.
There we go.
Bearden Beer Market.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Bum. Beard Market. Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it.
Yeah. You've got
Pigeon Forge, or is it in Knoxville?
Yeah, no, it's in Knoxville, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
is it like
that's it, Joe. That's our sign and everything. Yep.
a really good crap store?
About here's a big list. Pint nights. Specials. There's not.
They had all kinds of good. They had Avery's, Maharaja, Highlight, all the Bearded Iris. They had some unfiltered art or whatever, or filtered arts or whatever it's called.
That Maharaja is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, Andrew.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, man. It's for any. Oh, here you go. Here's probably a picture of the inside here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. The main picture there. That was where all. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Looks like a good place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was real cool, man. They had, and all their beer was fresh. Everything was up to date. Nothing, you know how some of the craft beer stores will put stuff and kindly hide it that's a year old and shit, so you'll grab it and just not even look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of their stuff was like that. So
Yeah,
It looks
Yeah,
like do you serve beer too?
yeah, they do. They have beer on draft. They have cans in the refrigerator, so you can like actually buy a can and drink it there. I got a 4-pack of the 16-ounce Oberon from Bell's.
Mm-hmm.
The Oberon Ale. I got the Scatterbrain from Bearded Iris. And then I also picked up a 6-pack of Rogue Dead Guy Ale because I hadn't seen it anywhere, and I love that beer.
Yeah, that is a pretty good beer.
Yeah.
Let me get on to Mark so we can get on with the show here. What do you have,
Yeah,
Mark?
no problem, guys. Sorry.
You guys are drinking that crap beer? Well, I've got the beer that you should be drinking. Old German.
Old German.
Oh, yeah.
It says right here on the bottom, it says the world knows no finer.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I'm an old German.
yeah. Now this
Send it my way, Mark. I'm down.
This was a gift from Bum when we were up in Pittsburgh a few weeks ago, and I guess it's a gift. I think he likes me. I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's a regular American lager.
It's
But
it's the gift that keeps on giving, like chlamydia.
Andre Giant Glass, yes.
Good beer for Andre.
One of those was on sale on the Twin Cities Facebook classifieds here a couple months ago. And the seller wanted only $15 for it.
Yeah,
I was humming and hawing, and I didn't buy it, so someone else grabbed it.
But yeah, I mean it's a cool can. I mean I like the can. It's a 24-ounce can. I mean this is going to stay in my small can collection because I mean it is Pittsburgh Brewing Company, quote unquote, which is not really Pittsburgh anymore. Too much probe.
All you need to know is that it's Iron City's budget brand.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Ironically, though, this tastes better than Iron City. I would rather have this than Iron City. This is Iron City has just a weird taste to it. This is just straight up adjunct lager. You know, it doesn't, nothing special, but it's drinkable. I mean, this is a perfect lawnmower beer. I mean, you could just sit on a deck and drink this. What is it? 4.3%. I mean,
yeah,
0.2.
Yeah, you just guzzle this all day long.
All day.
It's crazy when you say lawnmower beer because when you say it, like it's legit when you sweat.
Yeah.
That
No, this is. I mean,
Like
when
when
you're
you're-
staying hydrated, this is the kind of beer you can drink all day and still stay hydrated.
When you're dying.
That's right.
Hey, that or Gose, man. I mean, those
Yeah.
man, those
that low ABV stuff. I mean,
you can just kill them beers. I mean, beers that are made when they're made to be under 5%, them beers go down good.
Yeah.
Especially in your area, Joe.
But, I mean, I'm sure this is good, but it's not as good as malt liquor. I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
100%.
That's funny. Vegas says Lance appeared on PCP.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. That poor guy, man. Tom, what are you having, brother? Did we get to you already?
Hey, I understand.
You haven't been introduced.
Hand me again. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In for me. I'll tell you a little bit more about that yum berry.
Yeah, oh, that's
Yum
right.
yums.
Yeah, the yum. Yeah, that's right.
Tell you about my yum yum.
So, Bum, what does Billy D have to say about Old German Pittsburgh Brewing Company sort of adjunct beer?
Well, you already said it. Billy D said nowhere as good as malt liquor. Doesn't have the high quality.
Yingling is my lawnmower beer.
Yeah. I drank some Yingling yesterday.
Love it, man.
There's Billy D's music.
When I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Joe, come on. You know that shit, Joe. Come on.
Okay, well, Billy D's brimming with news. We have a 2 week 2-week backlog build up here.
Oh my! Oh, whoa!
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Whoa! We just had someone from the show into bed.
Yeah, we just need a release.
Yeah.
Billy D is ready to burst.
Oh wow! Is he gonna burst all over someone's face right now? Is that what's gonna happen?
That's not till later, Joe. Shit.
Billy D's about to spew malt liquor news all over the Share a Beer show.
Like a shook up 40.
Yeah, like a shook.
Like a shook up 40.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Well, I'll give a quick little bit of non-video news here, and then the rest of the news where we have clips. It all follows a theme tonight. First of all, shout out and congratulations to Steel Worldwide, the chairman, America's Treasure, 10 years this week on YouTube drinking malt liquor.
Hey,
America's
well,
treasure.
10 years is a long time. So
Yeah.
It is.
He's done numerous videos.
In 10 years, but he's still alive.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm kind of disappointed because on the heels of the Share a Beer show 10th anniversary a couple months ago, where we had a nice compilation video that we put together,
yeah.
I thought the chairman this week might have put together a nice compilation because he used to do that in the past. But he did not. He did some basic videos, and there was nothing special about them. But we do have some good Joe D hate from the chairman coming up later. From
Right. Yeah, as long as it's good hate.
So I should also mention that Dorf 68, one of the pariahs.
Dorf
man.
Dorf 68 actually got a lot of love this week. Dorf 68 uploaded a video where he drank.
I saw that.
Dorf 68 actually drank a Mickey's Grenade, and he drank the entire bottle, and he drank it on camera, and there was no Dorf foam, and he drank it correctly, and he got a lot of compliments from the MLDC on finally doing a correct malt liquor video.
Oh, that's like the first.
I like Dorf, man.
In a year, right?
Will that get him in good graces now? Will he be?
Well, until he screws up again, and then he's a cunt.
Oh,
Dorf's cool, man. Dorf's a good guy.
Yeah.
Fame is fleeting for him, though.
Yeah. But I mean that's pretty noteworthy for him to have done that, because he will either not finish his malt liquor or he will not drink a malt liquor at all. He'll drink a craft beer or a bad beer. And if he drinks a malt liquor, he'll foam it up. He won't finish it. So he finally did a proper malt liquor video.
Hey Joe, did he ever send you one of his Dorfentine ales that he brewed? I heard it's like a fantastic beer.
I've never heard from Dorf. I don't know who.
He already.
I know he's sent a few guys, like beer reviewers, his Dorfentine Triple XL or whatever, and it was supposed to be like really good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's.
Hey, Bum.
Tom.
Dwarf's in malt liquor hell, isn't he?
Well, he was sent to malt liquor hell, but you can get yourself out of malt liquor hell by doing enough proper malt liquor videos.
Yeah, what do they call it? When you don't go to heaven or hell, when
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
Yeah, he's in malt liquor purgatory, I guess now.
Yeah, now he got elevated. Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have real quick, Bum. We have Robert Douglas. He malt liquored us and said a happy 10 years of no Dorf foam. Jay Vega said, of course it's not as good as malt liquor, Mark. 29 Admo, Billy D. He said 20.
Yeah, Billy D's got a fan club. Cool.
Yeah.
And Zach's here.
Yeah, Zach said, hey, CBC trying to make it in about 30. So Zach knows us well.
We'll be here.
We will definitely be here.
Okay, so we'll get to the good video hate. And since Jay Vega is here and watching, we'll get to him first.
Okay.
Just go to his channel, Joe, and from last Saturday, which is April 20th, Jay Vega 419. Just go to his Easter 40-ounce video.
Here you go, Tom.
Snap.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
The hotel.
Go about 1 minute in, Joe.
Down on the counter, looks at the guy and says, "Live on YouTube." Shout out to everybody watching my malt liquor videos.
Here we go.
Oh, 45. That's Billy D. Beer.
Yeah.
And two zigzags.
Peasants. There ain't no game. Lance the Lush. Good fucking God. Malt liquor.
That was pretty good.
God. Ain't no game. Lance the Lush. Good fucking God.
It's actually great, man. I love.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man, you know what? And you know what? Whenever he gets on, I swear to God, it's material. It's material, man.
Mark, did you go back and watch last?
And it
week?
looks like he's
No,
got a
I watched
stogie
part of
too.
it. I didn't watch all of it. Did he do left, right, left?
No, he didn't. But it was just as entertaining, though.
Okay, all right. I'll watch the rest of it.
He did a live beer review, and then he said goodbye to us before he left, and pretty long goodbye.
Okay.
It was. I had to like, hey man, we got to wrap this goodbye up. Damn. I mean.
But Joe, as you said, comedy gold.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to stop him. I mean,
yeah,
you know, it was great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people tune in for entertainment, and that was entertainment. I mean,
yes, it was
entertaining as hell, man. You know,
I've already rewatched it 3 times.
Hey, Bub, can you? Oh well, finish the malt liquor report, and then we can tackle the highlights, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So from there, we got more Joe D. or Share a Beer hate coming.
Great. I got to replay that one more time.
Oh, sure.
Great.
Malt liquor.
You can just listen to it, right?
Back a little further.
Oh,
you have to go back. Yeah, for like 1 minute.
Why do you drink malt liquor and dump them out live on YouTube? Shout out to everybody watching my malt liquor videos. All the motherfucking blueprint peasants. There ain't no game. Lance the Lush. Good fucking God. Malt liquor.
That's funny.
That was great, man. Oh man. Poor guy, but it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
So, do we have anything to top that, Bum? I'm sure we do.
Possibly from the chairman, but we'll get to Loot Bag Larry first.
Oh, Loot Bag Larry. All right.
Yeah. So once again, from last Saturday, April 20th, from Loot Bag Larry, his Happy Easter video. Let me know when you have it ready to go, Joe.
Okay. No charge. All we got to do is get more no charges out of these guys.
I could see Joe D at the bank inside depositing money, burping. No charge.
No charge. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know charge everywhere, and we had a very interesting fart conversation going on the whole week. I can enlighten you guys on that when we're done here. But yeah, it was a pretty good conversation about farting.
Easter.
So just once you click on Joe, just go to about 30 seconds in.
Oh, 30 seconds in.
Yeah, just 30 seconds in.
That's all it took, huh?
We got some background noise. I don't know if you'll be able to hear them.
Yeah, it's kind of low.
Crazy background noise.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Oh man,
You got the evil Easter Bunny mask on.
Who's got the background noise?
Oh, I think that might have been Chase. He might have.
Okay.
He's self-muted.
I don't know what's Farm
Okay.
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it another try.
Let's go
About
back.
35 seconds.
Oh, why does it not?
Thank you, Jesus.
Here we go.
Joe D, why don't you give us a break tomorrow?
Oh.
You big fat piece of meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Peel yourself away from that computer chair. Take those big headphones off your Cadbury shaped head. Get on a treadmill. Maybe you could hang a big fried turkey in front of it. The hills,
That was a first class rant right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go back and hear that one again. That was good. That might be one of the best Joe D rants right there. That's we gotta have like
And it's a first from Loot Bag Larry. There's never too much Loot Bag Larry hate ever. But
yeah, that was pretty good. He made it count.
Yeah.
Joe, I think we might have put this one on the sound repertoire, like Chairman's rant.
I love meatloaf.
Why don't you peel yourself away from that computer chair? Take those big headphones off your Cadbury shaped head. Get on a treadmill. Maybe you could hang a big fried turkey in front of it.
A fried turkey. It wasn't just any turkey. Not
It was
just
a fried turkey.
fried turkey, not an oven roasted turkey. A fried turkey.
Telling you to take the headphones off. I need to take those stupid ass fuck.
His video wouldn't be getting no views if we weren't in front of the computer screen.
And then he said, "Run,
Should be
run for
thankful.
the hills, you jive turkey."
Yeah.
So that's it for Loot Bag
Where-
Larry.
Where the hell is the label? It's supposed to be label out.
No, it comes up.
That's the first rant we've had from him. He made it count. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say that
Cadbury egg. That's a good one. Cadbury
yeah,
egg.
I'm definitely giving him a 2 thumb up on the rant right there. That was really good.
Yeah.
I like the setting. That was pretty legit.
Yeah, and the setting and the that was the, the whole thing counts right there. He doesn't have like a big clip of money or anything like that, but he made it count right there.
What mindset do you get into to do that? Like, I'm gonna go home, mask on, dim the lights.
But that's the beauty of malt liquor, Tom.
Yeah, that's what malt liquor makes you do. You know what I'm saying? You get enough malt liquor in you, and all of a sudden, you start getting.
And the answer is malt liquor.
Yeah,
he was probably contemplating that since lunchtime that day.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jay Vegas,
How am I gonna break
I
this
didn't
down?
want it to end.
Like putting a mask on and threatening people is like ISIS.
And I think Vegas is gonna put it on his ringtone. It's just happened on there.
Yeah, it worked.
That was a solid rant, man.
Okay, well, now it's time for a double helping of hate from the chairman. Just like the chairman doubles the Colt 45, the double malt, and he doubles the McDonald's. It's time for some double hate from the chairman.
All right, let's do this.
If you go to his original channel, Joe.
All right.
Happy Easter McDonald's Malt Liquor Spectacular from the 21st.
I actually did go to Burger King and get one of those Whoppers.
The triple stackers, did you?
I didn't get the triple. No charge. I wussed out and got the double. I didn't want the heartache that the triple would give you. So
You didn't want the meat sweats.
I didn't want the meat sweats. I couldn't handle the meat sweats. Yeah. So are we going to 10 years on YouTube? Is that the one?
No, you want Happy Easter Malt Liquor Spectacular from the 21st.
Happy Easter McDonald's Malt Liquor Spectacular?
Yeah. So just go to 11 minutes, 25 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Deep in. Going deep.
Yeah, we're going deep. Yeah, we're going deep, baby. That's right.
Don't we always?
That's right. Yeah.
Drive your Chevrolet across the USA because it's the American way.
Okay.
Hope you died in a fucking truck wreck, Joe D.
Oh, right.
And the entire share a beer panel. Craft beer cunts.
That was actually good. I like it.
Yeah.
He needs a hat that says "Mama, make America malt again."
Do you think he thinks about us during the day?
Well, he
Oh, you know he does.
he goes into these planning on what he's saying. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
so we have a little bit more hate. Once again, speaking of
Oh
the
man, look! Did you see that? Right before that, that was a key point. Did you see that? That looked like okay, Earth. Getting back to your, I think there was some meat sweats happening here. Watch the way he has to look at the eyes right there. I don't know. That didn't look too good. And then he puts that box on top of that box, and then look at that. He has to wipe stuff. Look at
Yeah.
oh, you know what? I think
and
this
then
is
look at the burp. Look at. Oh yeah, that wasn't easy.
Drive your Chevrolet across the USA because it's an American way.
Here we go.
You know what the problem is?
Hope you died in a fucking truck wreck, Joe D. Up yours and the entire share a beer panel.
Where's the Corvette?
well, that's
I see a Camaro over there.
green Camaro off to the left there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. That was a good one there.
Okay.
That was good.
He's not done in that video, Joe.
We still got more in that video.
Yeah. Joe, do you remember where you thought that he didn't finish that triple stacker?
Yeah.
He's obviously watching us. Go to 21 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, this will be good. This will be good. And I'm going to make sure to go a little early. I want to catch. We do full disclosure on this show. We don't mess around. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, what came flying out of there? Wait a minute. I don't think he completed that. Look at it. Takes the deep breath.
Deep breath.
Look at that. And then watch. He blew part of the burger out. Look at that. What was that? Where's the malt liquor police? We got to get them on there. You know, I don't think this was a.
He looks out of shape.
Yeah, he's out of shape.
Out of shape.
No,
it's not Mac rib season, so
no, he's in shape if you consider round a shape.
Round is a shape, actually. round shape.
You fat piece of shit.
Oh, wait a minute, we're missing it.
Joe got a nail on the head.
We got it back. Okay, everyone quiet.
Joe D, you fat piece of shit. You got all excited that I didn't finish that triple stacker for
Oh!
No, asshole. I fucking finished it. Us legendary competitive eaters.
Legendary.
We finished the job.
Got it done.
Oh, that's a big.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah,
What is this?
in his mouth there, I think.
I don't know.
He's finishing the job.
I don't think he's finishing the job because he spit most of it out, and then he's having a hard time digesting it. He's.
He sucks down so much air too.
Oh yeah, and he's sucking. Yeah, he's full of air. Tell him there.
Hey,
I
Joe.
mean, Chase,
A little bit of back pressure.
brother. Did you see the?
That's right.
The burger flying out of there, and then
I
he's
think he's a fucking dumbass, is what I think.
Hey Joe, is his hat getting smaller or is his hat getting bigger?
Yeah, there's something going on there with the head. Yeah, is he on the?
Hey, I'll be surprised if he makes it another 5 years eating all those double burgers and fries and drinking 40s.
Well, he just celebrated 10 years doing this. He's already counting down to 20 years.
I said another 5, his ass is dead for sure.
Yeah, he got the malt liquor out now.
Even that thumbs up there was a little weak.
Yeah,
I'm
kinda.
yeah.
His thumb's even giving out from all the processed food.
Brag or for his thumb. I mean, it's kind of laying there. It's
limp thumb.
Yeah, limp thumb.
You know, look, do you see how much space there is between thoughts? Even like the thoughts are taking that much longer. Like
it has to get processed through all that adjunct.
Yeah.
He's thinking, do I want to drink
His brain's trying to function on the adjunct.
Yeah.
You got all excited. And I didn't finish that triple stacker from Burger King. No, asshole. I fucking finished it.
No, asshole. I ate the triple stack and I'm going to have a heart attack next week. May drink a 40 and die.
He's a legendary competitive eater. That's where all that.
Yeah, like Furious Pete, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the chairman has nothing on Kobayashi.
Or Furious Pete, either one.
Vegas says one should.
I think Kobayashi could blow the chairman out of the water.
Looks like a milk dud. I should not insult someone else's head when my head looks like a milk dud. Is basically the point.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, we have even more from the chairman from this past week. We have the grand finale coming up from the chairman.
Oh, really?
The pièce de résistance.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Does that need music? Should we cue?
No music needed. Go to his second channel.
Oh, the second channel. Ooh.
Yeah.
Still Worldwide 2.
Yeah.
Worldwide 2. Oh.
And this is also from last Saturday, April 20th. Enjoy a 40 ounce around the Easter tree.
Easter tree.
Still Worldwide 2.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, you know what? Who made the hat come? Because the eyes are getting a little more stretched out this way, a little more elongated.
And if I recall, this is the one where I think the chairman definitely had more than at least 140 before he made this video. Go to about 7 minutes 50 seconds, Joe.
Yeah, let's see, man.
And this is in multiple parts because he does take a break to drink and eat, and then there's more hate coming. 7:50.
Guys, y'all have a good night. I'm going to hop off here.
Okay, have a good one, Farm.
See you, pal.
Right. You too, guys. Later, man.
Thanks for jumping in, brother. Let me go back here a little bit again.
Even Joe D's share a beer. Nobody gives a fuck. Like watch a wet paint fucking dry.
Wait, watching what?
Wet paint dry.
A wet pig paint. What
paint?
I don't. See, the malt liquor.
Wet paint dry.
Mark, what do you think, man? I think the malt liquor is really all the adjunct, man.
Yeah.
Watch him trying to get this one out. Watch.
Nobody gives a fuck. Like watch a wet paint fucking dry.
See what?
Yeah.
Wet what?
Never blew up. Never went viral. The only reason anybody tunes in is for the malt liquor report, and then they tune the fuck out. Up yours, Joe D.
It's not 100% true.
We can only hope you die in an 18-wheeler truck wreck this holiday season. Fuck you, asshole. You're fat. And a cunt.
And a cunt.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Tom from Boston.
Oh!
Fuck you, Mark.
Oh, Mark, too!
Fuck all you assholes.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to play that one.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Tom from Boston.
Yeah!
Fuck you, Mark.
Oh!
Fuck all you assholes. Drink only milk liquor.
Okay, get ready. Get ready.
Shout out to Bum.
Oh! Oh, wait a minute. What was that?
Shout out the bum.
You got a reprieve? What happened?
I don't know.
Shout out to Bum.
Oh, Bub's kind of on the inside now, man.
Yeah, he's inside baseball.
It looks like I kind of dove under the radar for this one. I think.
At least you guys know where you stand with the chairman. I don't, because I've gotten like
Your probation is over.
Three shout outs and like 5 cuss outs now.
Is
So I honestly don't know whether he loves me or hates me.
Does that take you out of Mount Liquor Hill?
Yeah, I don't think
Well, that was Vega that sent me to Malt Liquor Hell, not the chairman.
Oh,
Yeah, chairman kind of. I mean, he oversees everything, right?
yeah. I think Bum's in the chairman's good graces, actually.
Bum's the prospect. They're throwing all the crap at him to see if he can deal with it.
Yeah, Bum's he's got the prospect patch. That's what he's.
Yeah. But we're not done yet. Keep playing.
Oh, keep playing. Okay.
Keep playing.
All right. Oh, this is.
But wait, there's more.
This is a definite. But wait, there's more moment there, right there, man. It was good. By the way, Vega says Bum is the malt liquor mole.
See? Just gathering intel.
Yeah, see, we need to kind of measure this. I need to get an app that we can measure this, because this seems like, yeah, there's something to the head growing thing.
Yeah.
Because look at it, look how stretched out this is. This is almost like
You should take a couple of bills off of that stack, and
pretty soon that's going to be a full Asian sort of hat.
Looks like he got visited by the Greys.
Yeah.
I twisted my gun up his back, no not with Lil John down south. My religion is green, motherfucker, too late.
Get ready.
Motherfucker in the state. Time and time again, you niggas back down, laugh now. Fuck your numbers, nigga, y'all all fake. The hundreds all fuck if I'm wrong. That's my dead all around me.
Got to get that energy level up.
Yeah.
Get all hyphy.
Yeah. He doesn't look real good, man.
No.
Vegas says a good fitting ski mask is hard to find.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Andrew.
Oh!
Minnesota.
Damn.
You fat piece of shit.
Sweet.
Oh, we're missing something here.
On your fucking rascal inside a Walmart.
Ah.
I would tip that fucking rascal over.
Oh.
Fuck you, asshole. Drink holy malt liquor, buying craft beer, waste of fucking money.
Love it.
Save up your money by drinking malt liquor and get yourself a Chevrolet Corvette.
Buy yourself a Corvette.
Nope.
And double it.
I wouldn't even be able to fit into a Corvette.
Fuck Ford. Fuck you, Florida 32 ounce.
We got to hear that one on Andrew.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, Andrew.
That was a special cuss out for me.
Piece of shit. If I ever saw you riding around on your fucking rascal inside of Walmart, I would tip that fucking rascal over. Fuck you, asshole. Drink holy malt liquor, buying craft.
Wait a minute. You know what, Andrew? We have a confirmation now that you are. It's very personal to the chairman with you, because you're actually in his phone. He had to look you up in his phone.
He forgot my name.
He has you as one of his contacts in his
I thought
phone.
it was Andy.
Yeah.
Nope, it ain't.
Oh yeah. Oh he gave you a full
Yeah, it's now Andrew. Yeah, and once again, Earth dodges the chairman hate. It's like Earth is invisible.
Earth is invisible. He is invisible. I don't know.
It seems like head coach even flies under the radar too.
Yeah, maybe because Coach isn't on every single week. He may have just missed.
Yeah, Coach has been kind of sketchy lately, but he did actually make a hell of a an impression.
Yeah.
Early in the show, there was
Yeah.
a lot of
Yes, he
touching
did.
and rubbing Idaho in Idaho. I don't know.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, Billy D liked that. He's Billy D's. Yeah.
Right now, I got a feeling like I don't know. Chase and Coach have something in common right now. You know,
Mhm.
there might be
Yeah.
something
Think
going
so.
on there. There was a little romance in the air, right? It's spring. That's what it is. I mean,
They got spring fever.
Just when you
So-
thought you haven't gotten enough of Joe Biden this last week.
Yeah.
that was great. That was good, Bum. That was
Yeah, and me and Billy D will just finish off this week's malt liquor report by declaring something. Inspired by Lance the Lush, we have declared that this week is the season premiere, season 3 of the malt liquor report.
Shit.
2 weeks ago was the season finale. This week is the season premiere,
Yeah.
season 3 of the malt liquor report.
All right.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is we didn't. Oh, yeah, we got to play the outro music on that. That's right.
And here's why. No, just kidding.
Well, thank you, Billy D. We appreciate that malt liquor report. Works every time, baby.
Shout out to Lance.
We never did quite because we didn't know if that was the end or the beginning. Really, we knew that there was a season that ended and a season that started.
Yeah.
And we were honored somehow, either being the beginning or the end of something.
Well, sometimes things are circular. The end of something is the beginning of something else.
Yeah.
Something definitely happened on that last show. Yeah, that was something else, man.
As it always does when Mark is absent.
That's what I was going to say. I was gone and something happened. So.
that was the way it rolled.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, hey, absolutely, right? Yeah, and in the moment, I was like, "Oh, Mark's not here, so that's why this is happening."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, plus I've been gone for last month and a half, 2 months because of working on overtime on the weekends.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, how it's in his beer review went for like 20 minutes.
Oh, it went on for a long time. It was extremely extreme. What do you have, Mark?
Fistful of cake.
Oh, gotta love that. I mean, come on.
Monday Night Brewing.
Yeah.
It's a opera cake style coffee vanilla imperial stout.
Oh my God.
There we go.
It was $15.99 for a 4-pack of 16 ounces. So
Well, that's about what you give nowadays, isn't it? For
yeah,
something,
basically $4 a can.
Yeah.
that's
It's
about what
probably
you
like
give, man. It is.
amount of calories as eating a piece of cake.
Oh, it's good, and it's still kind of, it's not completely chilled, but
Someone sent me a picture that they had got a piece of birthday cake in a vending machine, and it's literally labeled birthday cake.
Ooh.
And
oh,
That's something they would have like in
yeah.
Japan or something
The
like
boss
that.
likes
Yep.
it. The boss thinks it's good beer. So,
oh, the boss thinks it's good beer.
oh,
Well,
it's good.
we definitely got to share the screen on this one. So, yeah, that's a fantastic rating. You got 1,451 totals on here, 547 in the last 30 days, 9%, no IBUs rated, 4.17.
Yeah, I
Look
give
at that.
it 4.25. It's a solid one.
Inspired by the classic opera cake? What's an opera cake?
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. So I don't know.
Do they serve it proper?
I know. Is it this imperial stout is thick and decadent, baby. We use coffee and a budget-breaking amount of vanilla beans to complement the roasty and rich base stout. What in the hell is an opera cake? Okay, you know I gotta look this up. This is insane.
Alexa, what's an opera cake?
Opera cake. Oh.
The French cake, it says.
Opera cake is a French cake. It is made with layers of almond sponge cake soaked in coffee syrup, layered with what is that, ganache?
Garnache, yeah.
And coffee buttercream, and covered in a chocolate glaze. Oh yeah, baby. I glaze that one for you for free, baby.
It sounds like a tiramisu with like.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it kind of looks like
It looks like one.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's interesting, man. This is yeah, because look at that.
I mean, there's definitely tons of vanilla and tons of coffee in this. I mean,
If someone served that to you and it didn't say opera on top, you'd think it was tiramisu cake.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's not
they're all uppity. They just want to be better than the Italians.
Yeah, you know the French. You know how the French are. You know, always stealing stuff and claiming it as their own. I mean, that's the way.
Yeah, that's right.
And then when you call them on it, they just retreat.
Yeah, they just go wee.
Yeah, woo, yeah. We actually have a French fan of the show. I don't know that she's ever been on the show, but she's contacted me. Anybody familiar with that one gal?
The tasting niche.
Yeah, tasting.
Yeah, she's back in America. She's been in America again for a couple years now. She's still doing videos. She's living in Oregon now.
Or yeah, that's what I thought. The Northwest.
Yeah. She's still doing videos.
Yeah, she's pretty good too. Beautiful.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually surprised. Watch some of her latest videos. She's kind of changed her style a little bit. She's like swearing and stuff now. I'm not sure if I'm as into her newer videos.
You've been watching malt liquor videos or something?
Oh boy.
She's like dropping the F-bomb and stuff during her videos. It's kind of like she kind of changed things up.
Huh.
Jay Vega says 15 for a 4-pack. That's 540s, fool.
Yeah, but this 16 ounce is the equivalent of 240s, probably. Yeah,
it is probably. Yeah.
540s, 5 headaches,
and possibly a lot more alcohol per volume.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
Oh, this is interesting too. There's a Great Britain soap opera cake recipe as well.
Ooh.
And the soap opera cake looks like it's lemony. It's not chocolate. It looks vanilla.
Ooh.
That might be good.
You just reminded me when I was younger, dude. I used to get, those lemon pies you get at the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
I used to eat the shit out of those.
I still get those. Hostess. Is that the Hostess lemon pies, or who else makes those quick?
Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison makes some, but who's the other one? There's another one.
It's like a
tasty cake.
Right?
Tasty
cake. Yeah, has pies.
Yeah.
And more.
Baby.
Yeah, and they're pretty darn tasty too. Yeah. All those cheap ass handheld lemon pies, I kind of dig. Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, and they're like $1, and they're already like at the register, and you pick them up, and they're fantastic.
It's horrible. They're like 450 calories a piece.
Yeah, they're like the shell is just made of pure lard.
Like look. If you gotta look and you gotta ask, then you can't afford it. I mean, that's what it is.
Hey, it's energy, right?
Yeah,
it's energy.
That's what I've been telling the guys at work. I'm like, don't think there's some
high fructose corn syrup.
No, if just we need to look at it like they do in Australia. Instead of calories, it's energy. It just sounds more positive, doesn't it? Havana's been chiming in quite a bit as well. He asked, did he miss anything? He was gone for a while, and he chimed back in. 10 for 10, 24 ounces at the local gas station.
Oh man.
OE, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Oh, I had my warm-up beer today, guys, with something brand new. Never before seen on the show today. Syntax. Very rare beer. First time I've had it today. It's
world premiere. Right?
World premiere right here.
First time you've had it this hour.
No, actually, that was last hour. And it's incredible. I'm still thinking about it. It's. And then I also had a Guinness Extra Stout in the can.
Wow.
Completely different experience. Wow. Mine is blown away right now. Now, for another beer, what I can do is I can leave it up to a vote. So I don't have a fancy refrigerator or nothing I can go into. But I've got this Modern Times Bedrock.
What style is it?
This is a, what is it? I don't know what a Bedrock is.
Looks like a nice
It just says this beer is vegan.
Okay.
Can malt liquor say that? This beer is vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know what style this is. And then I've also got a Tusk and Grain brandy barrel aged coffee porter.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
It's 10.82%.
Big beer alert.
And this is another San Diego, California beer.
Ooh, that bottle looks nice. I like that bottle. That's a nice bottle.
Little pricey for this little bottle, but I think this is a 500 ml.
Hey, whenever you see the wax, you know there must be something good in that bottle.
Generally,
yeah,
you know,
generally. If you if you're a smart person and you're putting wax on it, it better be good.
It better be good, right? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Yes. I think this was, I don't know. It was a little pricey. It was pricey. I remember that because I had to pick it up and think about it for a minute. I can look it up if this is the one you guys want to have. Let's see. Tusk and Grain. Let's see.
Well, that's a big coffee porter. That's a big one.
Joe, while you're looking that up, I'll just let you know I scanned my phone. You've checked in that Syntax to Untapped at least 33 times.
But it's brand new today.
Today.
I have not had it today.
That's times you haven't.
So it's fresh. Who knows how many times I've had the beer? I'm telling you. Well, okay. The last beer trip that I took, I got some. The time before that, I made a conscious effort not to buy any. Or was it this last time? One of the last two times that I went, I made a conscious effort not to buy any Syntax. But I still had some Syntax at home. So I knew I was good. But every time I go to the beer store and they have Syntax, I'm like, dear God, all right. Damn it, get in the cart. Just get in there. Just shut up.
You gotta have the old reliable.
Yeah, I think we all have that beer that it just does something to you. Like it's, I don't know that Syntax is that special for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not super special. For me, it's a session beer. That we're at that level with it. It's just one
throwaway beer.
Yeah, it's my Bud Light. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, the only way to describe it. It's damn good. It's still good, but it's just.
Hey, Joe, they should hire you. They should hire you to be at the store in front of Syntax. When people come by, you could say, "It's damn good."
It's damn good. You know what? They don't even have to hire me. They're smart. They're like, all we got to do is sit back and let this fool promote us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Giving them a damn thing. Oh, this is a brandy barrel aged brew. Oh, no wonder I was having a hell of a time. Wow. That's what caught my attention because it's a brandy barrel aged coffee porter. This year, I have not had a brandy barrel aged coffee porter.
Brandy barrel. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like brandy barrel Tuscan grain. I'm trying to find this one.
St. Archer makes that.
all the memories are hitting you now as you're standing in the liquor store. Oh, this is why it costs more money.
Right. I mean, that's how my head works, right? I have to kind of, oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so let's go over this one because yeah, see, this is a little different than what I'm showing on here. But I'll just cover this one. It's close enough. Screw it. The ABV's off a little bit. Let's screw it. Tuscan grain brandy barrel aged coffee porter. This is from St. Archer, and an imperial porter, 12.85 ABV. My bottle shows 10.82, so 2% difference is quite a bit actually. But it's a 4.23 beer, man. Look at that rating. Oh,
I think that's actually the harder one to find because the coconut version and the coffee one, I think, are easier to find.
okay. So this one that I'm holding is actually,
I think that one's a little bit more scarce.
this one's a little more scarce. I had a feeling about it, and so I was like, you know what? I better pick this one up. It's just one of those deals. You know what I'm saying? But
I haven't had that one.
This is a look at it. It's the same exact bottle I have. Great packaging. I love the design on it. And yeah, Monstera coffee. Yeah, see, this one says 10.82 as well. So anyway, it's a coffee porter. It's going to be dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? Looking at pictures of it's ridiculous, really, right?
Yeah. No, the Tuscan Grain. It's a great series.
So here we go, man. I'm going to cut this.
Archer. We don't get them, I don't think. No.
It's kind of a real gold sort of. I like the way some of the breweries now are mixing up their wax. Like if you notice, the wax matches the labeling perfectly. I don't know if you can kind of catch that, but you just don't see that, until recently. They're getting better with the wax. Before it used to be some generic color, just red or black or something, but now they're really mixing it up. These breweries, it's another little added touch. It probably adds to the cost, I'm sure, because they're doing something that's, costing some more money. But ooh, hey, this is kind of cool. The cap is different. Sometimes these waxed beers, put just a regular old cap. This one has Earth. Maybe you can tell me. I am not exactly sure on logos, but this one has a pretty cool logo on it. What is that, like
That's the St. Archer logo.
Is that the St. Archer? Yeah, because it's an arrow with some wing on it.
Where are they? Are they a California brewery or are they
San Diego?
Yep.
San Diego, okay. I'm thinking of St. Arnold, which is in Texas. St. Arnold is in
Texas. Yep, you're right.
Right.
So let's crack this one open and see what we get, man. See if we can wake Neary up.
St. Archer, they got bought out, I believe.
Look at that! It's still smoking, baby! Yeah! Woo! Oh, that is awesome. I love good smoke.
So what's their best beer, or what's their best thing?
That series, the Tuscan Grain series, is some of their upper tier stuff.
Okay.
I was gonna say this one right here might be their best. Let me get it. Of course, I have to get the selfie because, all beer likes a good selfie. That's just the way it works, kids.
Yeah, it is.
So we got the beer selfie. The minute you crack it open, like Earth was talking about his beer, this one hits you. You're getting big brandy barrel off of this bad boy right away. I can already smell wood.
Yeah,
wood.
Whatever wood smells like. We'd have to ask Chase's wife right now. I don't know. I got a feeling wood's happening over there. But in any case, dude, tons of brandy. And you know what? I have to say, we need more brandy barrel aged beers. I've got a problem with the heat that comes off of the whiskey barrel aged beers, But this is pleasant, man. A brandy barrel aged beer. This is pleasant. It's still
I had a cognac barrel beer last night.
Ooh, cognac.
That's pretty similar to brandy, yeah. Pretty, and it's a different. Well, I mean that's wine. I mean that's grapes essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
essentially,
it's a specific
Bourbon is
grapes. Yeah.
sweet, yeah. I mean,
because this is sweeter. It's definitely now. Now, don't get me wrong, because you are getting some of the. You're getting some of the. You know the heat, not the heat, but the alcohol from the barrel. You know how spirits can be kind of they put off that alcohol scent. So you are
You get
getting
that little
some of that.
waft,
Yeah, is that what do you call it?
like that waft of alcohol. Or that,
Yeah,
yeah.
with that too. But yeah, but
What he
behind
said.
it, though, there is some of that sweetness that you would get from a brandy when you dig in. And by the way, when I was in Monterey with my pinkies out, I was having some of the finest tequila I've ever had in my damn life.
Oh, really?
When you're ordering tequila shots, okay, when you're ordering tequila shots specifically, and they hand you a sifter glass, one of those snifter glasses,
Hell yeah.
and the taller the snifter glass, and and the better the tequila that they're giving you in it, they don't give you any they don't even give you the option for lime or salt. You don't need it. When you're having that kind of spirit, they don't even offer you none of those things.
Yeah.
And the stuff was $35 a shot.
Wow.
And I had many of them, hundreds of dollars worth of that stuff. I hate to say, but yeah, dear God, I had
Do you remember?
Get lost in the sauce?
Do you remember any of them?
It was the same tequila. It was the same tequila, and I don't remember it.
Okay.
I wish I did, but
you probably get a bottle of it for probably under $100.
Oh yeah, for what I paid, yeah, no, it was ridiculous. Because I'm that guy. Oh, this is great. Give everybody a shot. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Tequila was it?
Was it tequila or was it like some mezcal or something like that?
This was actually tequila, yeah, because
tequila.
They did have some mezcal that was equally as expensive. But I mean, Mark, when you had it in the glass, you didn't have to do anything with it. The legs were all over the place. It was insane.
That stuff. I mean, bottom or mid shelf tequila, I can't drink unless it's in something else. But you get some good top shelf, good quality stuff. I mean, it's like any other good quality liquor or beer.
Oh, you would sample it. And for me, this is a new thing when it comes to your darker spirits. This was a darker tequila, and when it comes to your darker spirits, this is a new thing. I like whiskey, but I'm having I'm trying to get into getting all the different notes from it and stuff. And this one, you could get it like that. You could get the vanilla. You could get it was great. It was great. Anyway, this beer here, the coffee. You know what's funny is the coffee's kind of dry. So the coffee, it sticks around, but it's dry at the same time. Does that sound right to you guys?
Like it's very bitter.
It's kind of thin. Look at this. You
kind of maybe a little oxidized or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like it goes. It's on your tongue. It's in your palate, and it's it's like I don't know. Like it does a similar thing. Like
does it dissipate really quick?
It stays around. The coffee is still there. Now you've seen the last drink I had. It's still there, but the main punch of it goes away a little quickly, and it like kind of fizzles away quickly, similar to like a fizzy drink in your mouth. Like it just goes. It's what I don't know. It's a weird texture in your mouth, but it's super no charge. See how thin it is. See how it's good. It's not super sweet. You get everything. It's okay. Here you go. It's like baker's chocolate, right? You're gonna get chocolate, but it's baker's type chocolate. It's not semi-sweet. You're gonna get coffee, but the coffee is like a baker's chocolate. It's you know, it's not sweet. It's that pure kind of coffee note. And the type of coffee note I'm getting is the type when you would just grab the roasted beans and smell them like that. Not grounded coffee. It's that roasted bean sort of taste, and it's there, and it's chocolatey like that. It is nice. There's a slight fruitiness, like a slight dry or non-sweet fruitiness to it. If you get my meaning, it's. I tell you what, man, this does not. The bottle says 10.8%. It does not drink like it. It drinks big. Don't get me wrong. You know this is this has got some substance to it, but man, you could mistakenly crush this and damage yourself. You could hurt yourself good with this one. This one's it. This ain't for everybody. Let's be clear. If you're borderline, I've had a few Imperials, and you know, let's try this. This might not be for you. I'm not sure that I would have this with a burger or even a steak. I think I would want this after that or before it, or like right now in this sort of context where I'm just literally drinking the beer. Probably would have it with a good cigar, but nothing too fruity. I want it to complement maybe something smoky. You know, something that sounds kind of crazy, but there's more earthy tone sort of cigars that I would have with this. I would want maybe something that maybe it borderlines vanilla that would complement this a lot. It's good. It's solid, man. I could see aging.
I haven't had that one. I've always wanted to have that one, but
dare I say there might even be a little hop note in there. Man, this is interesting, man. This is a good one. I'm glad I bought this, man. I'm telling you right now. This is solid. This is one that I wish I could share this with somebody, honestly. It's that good. Like, it's like I want the input. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing other people's input. This is solid. This is not malt liquor. This is the opposite.
Just to be clear, it is not malt liquor.
This is, just to be very clear, this is definitely not malt liquor. This is the opposite of malt liquor. But it is on the thinner side. I would say porters can be thin. Porters can be thin. They can be smoky. They can be all these fantastic things. And they can be just like this. Like, they're not super sweet or anything like that. You're going to have the smoke. You're going to have maybe some vanilla in some of them or others. And this one's that way. You know.
It looks like it's about as thin as Guinness.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I just finished the Guinness. Matter of fact, there's still some here. And look at that. This is the extra stout as well. And now it's a different style, but it's still Guinness. And yeah, it's very. And look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, the spirit will cut it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Er. Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what's happening here. There's even a little bit of a reddish sort of hue to it, if you will. It's good, man. I like brandy, so I'm not getting any of that heat from the spirit, from the barrel. I think we need more brandy aged beers.
I agree. I think they're starting to become a force.
Yeah,
more and more.
Because you're seeing more brandy,
different style spirits coming through,
and tequila. I'm seeing tequila aged beers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably is. Maybe there's not as many, brandy barrels or tequila barrels as there would be bourbon barrels. At least not now. They've just got to figure out a way to source.
I think in adding to what you're saying, Mark, I think what's happening is a lot of people never thought about it before. But if you were a tequila guy, you had your barrels, you didn't think about maybe someone else would want to age something in these barrels. we've used it a couple, 2-3 times. We're done with it, and we might sell it to, I don't know, XYZ guy that smokes meat or something. But that was about the extent of our market. And now, like we have our friend from Colorado who jumps in, Zach. You know, he talks about there's literal brokers for these barrels now. I bet you those sort of cats are getting involved now and saying, hey, look, you know, why can't we sell these to other people? I bet you that's what's happening, because now you're starting to see there's like a big onslaught of these beers coming out. And so, you know, for these beers to be hitting the market, this had to be happening about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So I bet you we start seeing this more and more. What do you think, Zach? I'm having a brandy aged beer right now. Is that becoming a thing? Different spirits other than whiskey.
Yeah, we did a brandy barrel aged white stout. It was good. Brandy's a tricky flavor.
Yeah.
Not many people like brandy.
Are there as many brandy? I don't think there would be as many brandy barrels as there would be, obviously, bourbon or tequila barrels.
They're all usually repurposed. Like, even all the tequila barrels you get are usually repurposed Jack Daniels or whatever.
Oh.
So they go from Jack Daniels to tequila to beer.
A lot of the rum, a lot of the tequila, when you get into like smaller batch stuff, most of those have been used before. Just because brand new barrel is really expensive.
Yeah.
So how does that affect? Thank you, Zach. That is, God, I love this take, because how does that affect? That has to have a large effect on the actual product you're trying to buy. So if I'm in the market for a good tequila and I'm thinking that is pure tequila, that first run with JD, let's say, has to affect my bottle of tequila.
That's long and short answer. I mean, it could, but when you get into rum's gonna sit in that barrel for so much longer.
Oh.
As tequila, they're gonna rinse the barrel and get a pretty rinse. They're not, the quality control of the tequila you're gonna get is probably not gonna show a lot of that. But most people, I guess, in America, like, it's hard to say. Like, the American consumer is not that great at tasting things. That's a very nice way to put things.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're being generous there, I think.
And now I was just fortunate enough to have tequila last weekend that was $35 a shot. This was some of the best tequila I've ever had in my life.
You get into that kind of stuff, you get into mezcal. Fuck, man, it really depends on what you're going to get into. And how far your palate is developed.
Yeah.
There's just people that don't understand. If you don't drink bourbon, how would you know what a bourbon tastes like? And how are you going to pull a slight bourbon-esque flavor from your tequila? Mark, I know Mark's a big bourbon dude, as well as myself. You can probably pull it, but even we would probably have trouble doing it. But I even just now getting home, we were doing a thing called Rye Fest today.
Oh, yeah, you had I saw your posting on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like 14 different breweries, rye beer only. But as all the customers and stuff were leaving, we opened up one of our barrels, just pulling the nail, and we have our pink peppercorn saison, which I know you and Marcus both have. Um, it's been sitting in a straight up California Chardonnay barrel for 2.5 years.
Oh, good lord!
Oh my
2.5 years.
Yeah, and
Wow.
we pulled that straight out of the barrel. And we had people. I had a good friend and local of ours who.
Okay, let me stop you there, Zach. Now, what would your normal process be for a barrel aged beer? How long? What would your process be for before prior to serving it? And what is the difference from just pouring it literally straight out of the barrel?
It's a nail. It's nothing fancy. It's a stainless steel nail. When you go straight out of the barrel, it's just a stainless steel nail.
Yeah, but what as a drinker, as a consumer, what getting it straight out of the barrel, you're just tapping it as opposed to what kegging it, and then what
Yeah.
is it, like a week longer process?
I think that right out of the barrel, you get a little bit more ester probably from it, but I
More
know a
octane.
lot of the more like commercial what you're getting in the bottles. Those guys are probably cutting a lot of it to where it's blended back to where it's got. They're focusing more on nuance rather than bold flavor. I mean, think single barrel versus blended. A single barrel Scotch or bourbon or whiskey. That's one barrel that it comes out of. Especially if you find a single barrel strength. That's very straightforward. It's
Yeah,
from
baby.
that one barrel. If you're getting a blended, that's from a lot of other things. And it's made to taste a certain commercial way.
You just gave me something else to think about. I hadn't thought about. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm having a Tuscan grain coffee porter that is brandy barrel aged. I hadn't thought about it, but St. Archer. This is St. Archer's interpretation of this beer, right? So, like, in other words, I think what you're saying is they brandy barrel aged it, but it could be coming out of the barrel. They're sampling it, of course, because they want to make sure they're putting out a product the way they want it. Maybe it's not coming out exactly the way they want it, so they're influencing that one way or the other before they bottle it. Kind of similar, to put it in a context that I can understand it, it's the difference between, as a photographer, getting a photo directly out of the camera, right?
Yeah.
Getting the raw photo right out of the camera, or getting the photo after I've edited.
Very much so. It's that.
So it's there. This getting it out of the bottle is the
photo?
equivalent of. I think what you're saying is, getting this out of the bottle is the equivalent of getting a photo after I've edited it.
Well, and I don't know that about that.
But getting it right out of the cask, like right out of the barrel, like you're saying, you tap it right there out of the barrel, is basically getting like a raw photo right out of the camera.
And yeah, we got to be careful with a little bit of that because it is just like photography. We have to understand there are guys that are just going to take that picture and yes, here's my raw picture. Thank you very much.
Right.
And we're going to put that in a frame or we're going to print it and here you go. I think there are small breweries, most of the smaller breweries that are going to pull off of that barrel, put in a bomber, and say, this is what we got. We have 200 bottles. Enjoy. But when you come to a production standpoint and you're talking about hundreds or thousands.
Volume, yeah.
What when like photography, you have to talk about consistency of how do I make this the exact same every time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where there is that line and there is a careful line there, and we do have to be careful about that because there is a lot of breweries that are just this is what came out of the barrel. This is awesome. They cool it, they carbonate it, and they bottle it. That's great. But if you can ever taste it right out of the barrel, it's usually yeah. I ran into the brewer and it was a cool, fun thing.
Oh yeah, because that would be I would ooh right out of the barrel.
Well, I'll talk with you and Mark on a different standpoint, but in September there's going to be some cool stuff. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's like pulling the gold out of the mine yourself.
Yeah, that's
well.
You
and Mark know what's happening in September, I think, right?
Yeah.
You both will be in town for the special audio show, and
yeah,
I'm working with some people for it, so we may be doing a very fun thing for the audience.
Oh, I am actually about to talk to Mark about sealing the deal on my trip over there. So
we've already got tickets.
Mark's
loaded.
Mark's all in. I am on my way to catching up this weekend to Mark.
Yeah, we're working on a beer for one of the winners from last year.
Ooh.
And don't you worry, if you guys are making it up, you'll be coming to their special invite party at their show.
Oh, that would be terrible. Oh, sorry, I can't participate in that. No.
Tell me more. You tell me more.
That's the equivalent of sucking Joe's dick.
That's you right now are tickling my taint, my friend. I'm telling you that is.
Tom's not here, so I'll say it. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, Tom isn't here, huh? Oh, he's getting like Taco Bell or something. Yeah.
He's got to make the taco run.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So my dad's birthday is tomorrow. He was down to the brewery today after the fest. Turned 65, so we were like,
awesome.
Oh, let's pull something out of the barrel. And he's a big wine guy. So Pink Pepper came on 2.5 years out of a Chardonnay barrel. And we let probably 20 people taste it.
Oh.
And there were some that were, oh, this is like really wine, or some that it was whiskey. But we had a good friend of ours that Molly used to work for Del Fresco Steakhouse, which is a pretty prominent steakhouse in wine. But he's a wine sommelier, and
he's a sommelier.
He goes, yeah, I get nothing but wine, Chardonnay up front. I get the beer kind of more in the middle, the spiciness of it, but it finishes like a scotch because of how oaky it is.
Okay. Wow.
That's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Well, you know me, Zach.
Sounds like a good beer.
I would have been tossing any kind of money at you to make crowlers out of it, my friend. I'm taking this with me.
Yeah, Joe broke. Yeah. He's like, oh, sorry, we don't do crowlers of that. Joe's like, come on. I came all the way from Arizona. I need a crowler of this beer. Do whatever's necessary to give me a crowler of this beer.
If it's a matter of money, let's talk, my friend, because I'm willing to pay. I'm not leaving here till I get crowler. Yeah.
He kind of went behind the curtain and came back on. He says, okay, I guess we can do it.
Joe just wanted that I have nipples. I know that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, man. There is nothing like an experience like that. Those are one of a kind experiences. I've been fortunate enough to be around brewers and be able to partake of special batches like that, and it is the first tapping of some special cast, one-off cast. And like you said, Zach, thank you for bringing that up. Even some of your big brewers, even some of your big boys will make special one-off batches, and we do have to be careful about Tom's back, about how we
So he's got cereal.
Hey, I wish I could give my appetite to a cancer patient because they.
we were just talking. You must have ran to Taco Bell again.
I might as well tell you what I have. I have Oreos.
Oh my God.
The cereal.
Okay, what kind of milk? The milk is important because I'm a milk snob. I get only craft milk.
I usually have raw milk, but it's 1%. I'm so sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, because the dairy is literally 1 mile from my house, so I get good craft milk.
Yes.
That's got to be tasty.
Am I the only one knowing that Tom is high as fuck?
Yeah.
Yes. No, because earlier
You don't say.
they had weed sticks and
Yeah.
Zach, you missed it. We had a guy in pink shirt on show in bed with his wife.
Yeah.
Farm boy?
Yep.
Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, he's graduated from the toilet.
Yeah. He's like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, I like how he thought about it. Farm boy?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, that happened.
Tom is dealing with the after effects.
Yeah, that.
Chase is a lucky man.
Yeah,
I was going to say, now that he's in bed, do we have to call him Chase?
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. He was.
What does she call him?
Hey, Big Daddy. He was
Probably other things.
He was wearing a pink shirt, but he says, "Yeah, it's pink on the inside," and blah blah blah. Next thing he had to go.
Big softy, but other than that, I think he's probably.
Yeah, he was. There was
extra sauce, a little cheesy.
Yeah, and then we had Coach on here earlier, and he was touching and rubbing stuff, and he is in Idaho, so
yeah.
But that's
Idaho, no Idaho, Idaho, no Idaho.
And neither one of them's been back since, so I don't know. In this springtime, there's a lot of
We're making friends since 2009.
Making friends and making babies happen since 2009. Yeah.
Well, the only reason that Andrew's here is because it's like late April, so he's got 2 months to leave his house before it starts snowing.
No, I'm actually not working overtime tonight, so that's why I'm here. About the last 2 months, I've been working overtime on Saturdays.
Yeah, but does your driveway need some shovel?
No, driveway is actually fine. It's actually like in the low 50s right now outside.
50s.
Wow, that's like beach weather.
Why aren't you wearing a tank top and
Joe, I heard you hit your first 100 today.
We've been triple digits now. Yeah, we're in that part of the year. So
we hit about 80 today. It was hot up here.
Yeah, if 80's hot, then yeah.
Well, my aunt and uncle are in from Mesa, so they were comparing the weather. Like, because I was, man, it's hot, but yeah, well, it's like 100 where we're at right now.
Yeah, so they're wearing their jackets. They're like, oh,
yeah.
30, 40 degree difference.
Yeah, they're like, what's that breeze?
He was in a jean jacket.
Yeah, it is hilarious, man. I swear to God. It is literally a thing. Earth can verify it. You will see people. 70 degrees is the cutoff. I swear to God.
You'll see
people will talk here about how freezing ass cold it is when it's 70. I am not kidding. It's not a joke. 100% truthful. They literally have jackets on, parkas, like you would think it's, yeah.
Joe, if I was in your down there, I'd be wearing shorts and t-shirt.
Oh yeah, you'd be wearing your bikini.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And people would probably be looking at me like, "Where the hell is he from?"
Once we hit 40 up here, we're in shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah, literally, yeah. Anything in
I mean,
the
I had a
40s.
coworker wearing hoodies and it was over 90 degrees.
Dirk says, snowing in Chicago, shut it.
Yeah. Sucks to be in Chicago. That's all I got to say.
It sucks to be in Chicago, absolutely. What the hell are you doing there?
That's right.
And then
I'd
Vegas,
rather be there.
Vegas is $35 a shot is heroin prices. Joe is an addict. Yeah, I am. I tell you what, man, I am thoroughly enjoying this beer right now, Zach. I don't know if you've had it. This is a Tuscan Grain brandy barrel aged coffee porter from St. Archer.
Does it say what kind of brandy?
It doesn't.
Because that's the thing with brandy is it's so many different fruits.
Well,
okay, a chocolate forward porter aged in brandy barrels. That's about as
I wish breweries
I
would
have
give
a
out
new
that
one
info.
coming out.
Oh, that's funny because they say. Remember, I told you about the baker's chocolate and all that. They say that right on the back here. I hadn't read it. It's in really fine print. Look at that stuff. But I hadn't read it yet. But they literally list everything I just said, the chocolate and everything I was getting in there. They literally list it and they say it's baker's chocolate. That's salute.
Joe, are you a pineapple guy?
I actually, a little bit of a story. This week, there's a chain of shaved ice places here in Phoenix, as you can imagine. Hello, shaved ice in Phoenix. Wow, it's got to be rare. But there is a chain of shaved ice places here. And then I found out because the guy in front of me was asking this girl a bunch of questions, which was actually pissing me off because I'm like, dude, I'd like to order. You know what I'm saying? But he was asking her a lot of questions. Come to find out, the chain is out of Green Bay. And I guess the chain is actually owned by the Green Bay Packers, which explains the Green Bay Packers logoed vehicle that was out in front of it.
Fudge Packers.
But in any case, I just had a pineapple. It was a shaved ice mixed with ice cream and real pineapple flavoring, sort of shaved ice thing. It was like almost $8 for this damn thing, but it was good. I got it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah. To answer your question a very long way, to go like the scenic route, yes, I'd like pineapple. Not on pizza though.
Do you like?
Pizza is prohibited.
Do you like Are you into the new style, the brute?
I don't mind brutes. They're I don't mind them. I have brutes right now in my fridge.
So we just put in we pulled some of our brute ale and dry hopped it with pineapple and red chilies.
Ooh.
That was me that just texted you, Joe.
Oh, okay.
I sent you while we were talking. I was doing 30 different things. Yeah, pineapple, red chili brute ale is what we got coming out.
Ooh.
And red chili is a distinct flavor too. A lot of people think green chili, but red chili has this like earthiness.
Yeah, this is
kind of smoky.
Yeah, smoky. Yeah.
If you're on my Instagram, it's an Urfa chili. So it's actually it's a Turkish chili.
I saw your post on that, Zach, on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a Turkish red chili. So
I think that style needs a chili. I think that is all about that.
Yeah, they're kind of they're.
For me personally, that'd be a good drinking beer.
Telling her that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she wouldn't.
I tasted it off of the tank today, and it tastes so good. Because it's just like that sweet and bitter off of pineapple.
Yeah.
Because I love a grilled pineapple, but when I grill them, I put chili powder on top of them.
Okay. Yeah.
And it gave it such a perfect flavor.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little sweetness and spice with that dryness.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna
That
be
sounds
good.
awesome.
With
Yeah.
the alcohol.
Yeah, Joe, the text I sent you is my favorite Mexican restaurant in downtown Phoenix.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. La Crescenta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't go to well, I mean, I go to downtown a lot in the truck, but I mean, as just a regular consumer.
it's like a hole in the wall. Love it because it's ghetto.
Yeah, there's plenty of that. There is. Let, let me show some of Zach's posts from his brewery here, real quick.
Yeah.
Because that, Denver. God Almighty, God bless Denver. Only Denver can do this sort of thing, man. I don't know about your guys' area. Phoenix is slowly catching up in certain ways. They have many different beer fests now in Phoenix. But God, only Denver has this many darn beer fests.
Yeah.
And
There's so many breweries that collaborate and do stuff together. Yeah. And it's just,
so this is the Denver Rye Fest that he was talking about earlier. And I had seen his post. I had seen this post right here. 38 states. I mean, this is insane, man. To actually have a rye beer fest is
Rye beer only. Yeah.
rye beer only. I mean, that's insane, man. Only Denver can do this sort of thing, man.
Well, there's so many breweries in the area. Yeah, it's just easy to get together.
I need a good photographer to actually come in and take pictures.
I know. If you only knew one.
Yeah. We have so much shit that goes on though.
Yeah, that's your mortar and pestle shot that I saw, Zach.
Yeah, we ground all the chilies. The chilies are really cool.
Those had to smell really, really good.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to try some of your beers.
Here's the post that he's talking about here. This is awesome, man. I mean,
yeah.
What I love about Zach's Chain Reaction Brewing. For those that don't know, Chain Reaction Brewing, go to Instagram. They post a lot. A lot of the stuff they do. This is exactly what Andrew's talking about, and these sorts of posts are just so cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to do our best pictures, but
if I was there, I'd be all over it, man. When I could, I'd be all over, taking pictures for you guys. Because I know what you're saying. You need a local photographer that can take care of those needs for you.
And there is. Have you guys ever looked up the Brutography project?
Brutography project?
Brutography project. Brutography would be one word.
Uh-huh.
I think you'd really appreciate his work because he is a photographer that focuses just on brews. His name's Dustin Hall, and he's a lot of fun to work with.
Oh, wow.
In Denver. Yeah. Okay. So does he, do you work with him, Zach?
Yeah, a couple of times, and he does have a book out.
Okay. Yeah.
It's more like a coffee table style book.
Okay. Cool.
I know he's working on another one, but he's just one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet. But he has such a cool way of his photography.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell he's got a certain way, but a lot of it is darker and.
Oh yeah, no, it's his style, just like Patrick does with the cars. I mean, it's so when you see one of his images, you know what it is. You know who takes it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he really does a great job as far as.
Oh, this is cool. I like the way they're using a gas pump. Right.
Yeah, I like that. Filling the barrel.
Yeah, and it's so cool that he can go. He has the ability to go to so many breweries and capture so many things that most people wouldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's got, you could say, the magic stay out of jail card and enter the said bury to take pictures.
Well, it's like anything else. Like look, look, and this is why it's important to shop your photographer, because look, what makes Pat great is Pat loves cars too. I like cars. I love cars. I just don't know a whole lot about cars like Pat does. Pat can look at Ferrari, and Pat is very specific to high-end cars. He knows a lot about cars that we can buy, but not as much as he does the exotic ones. And Pat can look at a car and by the sheer glimpse of a taillight tell you, oh yeah, that's a blah blah blah, and that's what this does, and that's why I shot this photo because blah blah blah. And I miss all those fine details when shooting the same car because Pat knows it.
But Joe, you can do that.
I'm sure, he loves beer, knows about brewing, knows all the different processes in it, has a passion for it. So when he's shooting it, it comes out in his photography. I mean, that's fantastic.
Well, and Joe, your passion is women.
Yeah.
You can all parts of a woman and tell us exactly how they work.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of a thing for that. Yeah. I don't shoot weddings. I need to make that clear. But I did shoot my sister's wedding this past weekend, and
different circumstances there.
Yeah, very. I think people can understand that. I don't like shooting. I need to be perfectly clear about that. What's kind of funny, but not funny, not really seriously not a lot funny, is that there was people at that wedding who I turned down to shoot their weddings because I don't shoot weddings, and so it was kind of messed up that I'm like, hey,
family trumps a lot of stuff. So
and immediate family, because this was family. But in any case, there are those subtleties with women, and not because I like women more than you do. I mean, you like women too, but I am used to working with women, so I know different subtleties when it comes to shooting them and shooting with them. So there's different little things that I pick up on, and they're so happy. They're like, oh my God, he knows all this stuff. And I know little things to get because I've worked with enough women. I've shot enough women, and that's the little things that he's catching. The photography guy. He's good for him, man. I like his stuff. I followed him immediately right now on YouTube.
Me and Zach are both thinking the same dirty thoughts. I can tell by the smile on his face.
Joe, is that, do you deal with shooting on women as well?
I figured Zach would say that.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, it was a slap.
It's like Vegas, baby. What
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, what happens on set never leaves the set.
I could see bums sitting there twitching, and I was twitching them.
Yeah,
we both had the evil funhouse grin going on.
Yeah, there's the first thing about working with women is you got to know how to keep the trust, and I never tell. Yeah, I go to my grave with secrets, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but in any case, it's one of those deals. And so you shop your. As a matter of fact, I was having these conversations while shooting last weekend because inevitably you shoot and someone wants you to shoot for them, and there was a few people that wanted me to shoot in California some more, and I'm like, well, I don't normally do this, but that's the way I'm sure he is. Like, and if you're in a position to do that regularly, where I'm sure he is, I'm sure if he does have a day job, it probably frees. There's probably some some liberties there where he can get away or whatever the case may be. Maybe he doesn't have another job. Maybe this is it for him.
No, yeah, he has another job. But when you're in that craft beer, Mackie type area, you have all the opportunity in the world. Just like
Yeah.
you and Pat are in a wonderful area for what your professions are. I mean,
yeah,
Pat's not going to come up here and see near as many cars. Just like you're closer to those areas where you're very fortunate in your views in a different way where you are.
Vanna says, guys want to shoot Joe D in the face with the full load. Hey,
cheers to Mr. Munoz.
Vanna's making it count today for some reason.
Yeah.
He's actually, the 1 week, the 2 weeks of no show right there was like he's making it count today. Salute to Havana today. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Zach. It's this guy's in Denver. He's making the most of it.
He's a really cool guy. He usually does a gallery during GABF, so we'll have to take you guys up there if you ever come back.
During GABF.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm done with GABF.
Not.
Yeah, it's for me, that was kind of a one-off experience. I'm going to be more prone to at least annually going to that Audio Fest. But even if they were,
if you're into that, yeah, I mean, because there's always opportunities for good.
yeah,
beer.
there's always beer opportunities there. Even if they were to quit doing the Audio Fest there for some reason or another, I would still make an annual trip.
Well, with your kind of accolades, though, as far as the beer show and your independent photography stuff that has been otherwise, but you could get in for free, no problem. You just apply for a press pass for Jody Beer Reviews, and they'll give it to you, no problem.
I don't know, Mark. Tell Zach about last year. I got it for free last year.
Well, Joe got into the Audio Fest for free, which I don't understand. But
Mark paid, and I got it for free. I mean, that's the way
I
it works.
didn't make it. I got delayed. I paid for 2 days, and the first day I couldn't get there because my flight got delayed. So
yeah, well, we all know you can't remember
for free, and I paid for a day that I couldn't use.
And I got a T-shirt.
You got a T-shirt, so I made Joe buy me a beer. That was the deal.
Mark has been blacklisted from everything.
Oh,
Whatever Mark did, Mark has been.
I don't know.
Mark, what did you do?
Nothing that I know of, but who knows?
Yeah.
Google and YouTube have Mark more blacklisted.
Yeah. Maybe I got to kiss some audio reviewer's ass or something.
Yeah, that was great. But I tell you, Zach, I appreciate the input on the barrel stuff for sure, because that is an aspect I hadn't thought of. And
barrels are cool.
It's great stuff, man. That sort of conversation is awesome. I mean, to me, that's what makes this show great. To me personally, I mean, I enjoy that part of the conversation a lot.
Barrels are just so far what we can go. Like, we all understand, like, okay, the barley and the wheat or whatever, right? That kind of starts here, ends here, goes here, as far as being grown, being malted, being used, and it's reuse or whatever. Hops, we kind of get grown, we use them, we dispose. barrels are just such an interesting thing because their lifespan is. There's some. I I just retired a tequila barrel that was originally a Jack barrel, but it was from like the 60s.
Wow.
So you're talking about such a lifespan on these barrels of most of the industry, most of its drinkers probably aren't really familiar with even when its life started.
Yep.
That crafted creation. It's so cool to see. Oh, just the pride and the workmanship into a barrel.
What's
They're so unique.
Let me ask you a couple of questions, and they're pointed a couple different ways. What do you think is the next big thing in craft beer as far as taking it to another level? And what would be getting, like, let's say you got a bourbon barrel that was aged, I don't know, 10 years, first use, so now you're into the second use. What is that barrel? Does that barrel add anything? As you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said before, what do you think is the next greatest thing in craft beer?
So we'll start with number 2 first there, but it's just it's all about that whiskey character. What did the wood soak in? What are you going to extract out of that? I think you'll get a little bit more tannin. I don't know if that's really the thing, because once it's in there, but it is maybe going to mellow. And those barrels, I think we'll start seeing them more. But barrels get so abused over so many years that by the time rum barrels are the hardest to do.
Oh,
because rum barrels are always something that's been retired, so they're on another use. And then by the time you get a rum barrel, like a Caribbean rum barrel, those things are so beat up. They go through hurricanes. They see all kinds of weather. Those kinds of barrels are very different. How long is the life of a barrel? I don't know. I know that there are a couple of beer things. I'm not an expert, but I know there's a barrel that's been going around between bigger breweries that's been around for so many years. And if you keep it, it's just like a good woman. You got to keep it wet to where it sticks around.
Keep it wet and pass it around.
Yeah, no doubt.
A good beat up barrel. You
I
can't go
think,
wrong
I
with
think
it.
that would be a fantastic collaboration. So you get a bunch of breweries together, and you put in. So say you get like 5 breweries, and you put your name in a hat.
Whoa, you're nut. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
Easy.
you draw out who gets number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then you pass the barrel around. And
There you go.
So you're kind of doing a barrel.
You're running a train on the barrel.
Yeah.
Barrel bukkake. As a matter of fact, you can call that beer bukkake collaboration.
Oh.
I wasn't going to go there, but thank you, Jeff.
I mean,
that'd be the show title tonight: Barrel Bukkake.
Right?
There's such a thing as barrel abuse.
Yeah.
Barrel abuse.
Or you can call it barrel bang.
This show has officially left the rails.
Barrel bang. Yes.
That's the barrel bang.
But as we veer back to the rail,
Hey, you can get as close to the rail as you want. We can always go right back off.
That's right. Yeah.
I think that you see that the barrels are.
It's fun when you go off the rails.
Oh yeah.
That style is kind of going. People aren't caring as much about the big beer or whatever, but now you might see so we can guide that to the what's going to be new. There's so many craft distilleries now that aren't wanting to buy new. They always want something new as well. So I think you're going to see a lot of like swapping back and forth between wineries, distilleries, and breweries. But I don't think that's going to be the next beer style. It's tough to hold
Guys.
What's going on?
That's perfect, man. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
Perfect.
Joe, take a look at the chat. See what Havana just said.
It's perfect. You know, it's
Swapping.
that's going to be the new thing in beer is
Swapping.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
the next thing in beer is all up to everybody.
yeah.
It really is. It's subjective. It doesn't matter what I want it to be or what I think it would be. It's what you guys want.
Well, I like to at least talk about it and have some speculation and add to the conversation. You know what I'm
I don't think Brute is going to live forever.
Ah, well.
Yeah, I don't think that style's gonna survive.
I think it's not. I don't think KZ is going to hang forever. Just like Patriots, I think it'll die.
I actually think out of the trendier styles that have happened recently, I think hazy in some form or shape will stick around for quite a. I think that it will be a lasting style. I think there's enough people that enjoy it in all its iterations that there's a part of it that will be here for good. I think that hazy is enough of a big thing that I mean, there's too many different variants of it.
I think it'll come into what like sour did for a while.
Yeah.
Sour was so huge for a while, and now you're just getting breweries that do it well.
Yeah.
So what do you think about
Pilsen?
Uh-huh.
Got to watch what a good Pilsner is.
Yeah.
And as we get back to maybe some more classical takes as far as a Pilsner.
What about the Goose Ace? I'm telling you, I'm falling in love with some Goose Ace, man. I swear.
The Ghost, I don't know. I think it's another acquired one.
I think it.
Here's one for Joe right here. Ooh,
There you go. Yeah, that's. I like
barrel aged brown ale.
I think I actually do. I have that one. Earth. Is that one that I bought recently?
I think I had that one
familiar.
at some point.
In any case, though, the Ghost, I think that one will depend on where you live, right? Because if you live in a cold environment, if you live in Arizona, you're going to be all over those certain styles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you have two different takes on it. You have the Ghost and you have the Ghost, or Gose.
yeah, but is there any difference?
Oh, there's definitely a difference. One is more of a farmhouse, south of France style, and one is more like a salted sour Berliner Weiss, I would think. There's definitely a difference in those. There's GOSE or GE.
The Goose.
UAZE?
GEUZE
I
or
don't know,
something.
man. That part of it I call snake oil. Like that part of it is to me is like the difference from a pale ale to an IPA. You're like, come on, man. These lines are so blurred. Like you sample some of these different Goses or whatever they want to call the style of beer.
You're getting a lot of the Gozas right now, or Gose. You're not getting a lot of Goo, which would be the more like French style.
Yeah, the Belgian style.
Oh, but
is that the correct style? Look, we're in America. We consider the stuff that we do the correct stuff. That's the way it works.
I think you'll just see what's popular. What's right now? Fruit beers are going on. IPAs are never going to go away.
Yeah.
Whether it's triple, double, quadruple.
Vegas says swapping bukake. I thought this was a family show, you scumbags.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new share beer.
Family
can
hour
definitely tell
ended
the
at
difference
9
between
o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Love it, Bum.
Hey, we got the herb prophet in the house. You want to talk about herb? Mention it now because that is profit. I'm about to try Historic Brewing Pie Hole. You want to talk about family show?
Pie
Hole Cherry Vanilla Porter from Flag. I'm telling you what, man, that is a damn good beer.
I was gonna say, Joe, you can speak on that one.
Yeah, that is a damn good beer. It is. And I can also speak on the Oreo Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones Oreos? Yeah, that's right.
Joe, who's going to die this week?
Oh, I don't know. And you better shut up because I swear to God, you'll get booted on the show. I have no idea. I am.
Somebody's going to die. How about that? Somebody's
Yeah.
We could talk. You can
Yeah,
mention.
he's gonna batch watch later on. In
You
the
can
season.
mention Game of Thrones, but you can't talk about its content.
Oh, are you not watching it?
I am a binge at the end of season guy.
So how long do the Oreos have to last?
For a few months. Now
Joe probably bought a whole pallet of them things.
The boss says
Gotta have one for the end when you watch them all, though.
the boss says I can keep them for 6 months.
That's right. Yeah, before the expiration date.
So as long as
I
the season don't go longer than 6 months, I'm good.
What is that, Andrew?
Dankbot by Insight Brewing. I just tipped back. Insights out of Willamette Valley, Oregon. It's one of the beers that has one of her favorite words in it. Dank.
Yeah, dank. Yeah.
Joe, he likes dank.
Yeah, dank is awesome.
Yeah, you got to keep one of those.
I saw that when I was at Total Wines. Like, I gotta buy a couple of these just for Joe. It's like when he goes on, share a beer, dank.
Yeah. Dank is awesome. Dank and moist have become some of my favorite words.
I'm gonna. There you go, Zach. Here's the beer for you. Moist, juicy, dank. Put those 3 words in the title of the beer. Come up with something moist, juicy, and dank.
That's how I get through the work week, man.
Yeah.
I thought we all get through the work week.
Moist dankness.
Moist, juicy, dankness. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, man. In this part of the country,
Struggling. I need some
this
dank.
time of year, you are definitely moist and dank in certain areas. Just saying.
That's why you need to
Let's just say swamp ass for me has already started.
Yeah, that sums it up. Yeah.
Talk about wild yeast strains. Now, come on.
Oh, boom! There he is. He is back and better than ever.
We don't have to break out the pediococcus.
Now, Robert Douglas'
Lactobacillus
is S. I watched the first one. I don't know how it didn't bomb.
The first
Layers deep. Yeah.
I
don't know, man.
The third hour share beer is rated TVMA LSVD.
How is Game of Thrones? Where does Game of Thrones rank as far as all time TV series?
It's pretty high.
I think it's gonna be top 5. Yeah.
But Joe, I when I was following just in the brief comments, I know I saw we'll call him Bobby Duranahan there. And he made some comments. I'll just say that dude's a fucking idiot. And he might like that one because he said I was such an angry person. So. But anyways, I gotta I got to go play with the kids and stuff before bed.
All right.
All right, Zach. Hey, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you jumping in, brother, as always, man.
Yes.
Catch you later, Zach.
All right, have a good one.
Later.
All right, brother.
Right.
Peace out, man. And I guys, again, I tell you guys a lot. But for those of you that might be watching and don't know, having Zach jump in, who owns a brewery for now years, and getting that kind of input on barrel aging. I just sampled this stupid beer. It's not stupid, by the way. It's very good and it's expensive, but
It's like the beer just checked you, but you checked.
But you know what I'm saying? To be able to sample a beer like that, and then to be able to ask a brewer, just like that, as you're thinking something, hey, you know, what about this barrel? How many breweries is this a thing? And you know, even though he's not necessarily a barrel expert, like he says, he still has way more knowledge about it than we do, and to get that kind of input just like that, man, and to get his input on what he thinks is the latest thing and how things are going down with barrels and beer is insane to me, man. It just adds to our conversation like crazy.
Yeah.
Joe, if you think about it, look at certain food pairings, like as far as like sweet and sour or hot and sweet, and the same thing applies to beer. And the stuff just flies off the shelves.
Yeah, no, it's true, and he is not only a brewer, but he's a brewer in one of the biggest beer markets in the world.
Yeah,
really. I mean, so he has access to, well, maybe not hundreds, but lots of brewers throughout the Denver area, and Zach networks with all of them. Everybody knows Zach, and Zach knows everybody else. So he's not just like one guy out in the middle of nowhere brewing beer. He's a guy that's connected with the industry and what's going on, and in one of the most.
I wouldn't doubt it if he's even talked to Coors a few times.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Coors. Yeah,
I don't doubt that either. He told them to go fuck themselves.
yeah. Zach could give a rat's ass about Coors.
I mean, as far as just knowing kind of what the trend. I mean, Denver, Portland, California, those kind of set the trends for the country as far as beer.
Yeah.
So he's dialed in. He knows what's going on. He knows what people like, what people don't like, and he's got a lot of resources there. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have.
It's insane, man. The only other area, well, there's a few other areas in the country. If we
Minnesota's got at least 200 microbreweries in it, and the metro area alone, I think, has 20.
And if we had someone jump in from San Diego, that would be comparable. What's happening now, actually, in Tom's area is actually incredibly comparable as well. Tom's area is actually booming right now. It may not have nearly as many breweries, but the breweries that are coming out of Massachusetts right now are insane, man.
If you went to Boston, you could probably go to probably 10 different breweries, maybe 12 different breweries.
Yeah, the quality.
It's Adams, obviously.
But to really break it down even farther, like Andrew's saying, I mean, you can go to Minnesota. You're going to have something up there that is going to be probably the best you've ever had. Definitely in Mark's area, there's definitely some breweries that are brewing some fantastic. I still have that beer in my mind. It was, what was that? Some kind of stout or something?
Oh yeah, the white. Was that the white IPA or the white stout? What was that?
It was a stout, but it was white, and that was it still screws at my head. Like I'm like, no.
Is it a blonde stout? I've seen some blonde stouts.
Yeah, it was a blonde stout.
Yeah.
It's still messing with my mind. I'm like, no. And it's real similar to right here in Arizona. There's a coffee, Kolsch, that has some of the best coffee notes I've ever had in a beer, and it looks like a flipping Bud Light.
Yeah.
It's like it's insane. So the things that are happening with craft beer right now, and what I attribute it to is the education level of some of these cats that are brewing the beer now. Like they're learning so much about what they can do, and they're feeding off each other. They're having these conversations. They're meeting up at these different fest and whatever it is. And oh yeah, you're doing that. Oh, okay, cool. You did that, and you got this. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, man, I'll try this. And then it's similar to what was happening in photography a few years back. A lot of photographers and mixing and mashing with this and that, and man, there's just some. I hate to get too geeky into photography, but I think that same sort of thing is happening with brewers, and they're collaborating more and more and more on a bigger scale, and they're seeing the value in it. So it's just adding to that energy. And I don't know, Bum, does Billy D tell you anything about is that sort of thing happening with malt liquor?
Well, what Billy D tells me, it has to stay with me.
Okay. See, and that's what the chairman loves about you, man. That might be what's getting you in good graces with the chairman.
That's what makes me the mole, the malt liquor mole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's yeah. Now Vega says Zach needs to lighten up. But I'm telling you, man, that is exactly what just keeps making the beers better. I mean, it's just, if what was it a few years back now, probably 3-4 years back when I was talking about, boy, I was getting really bored with this. This has got to change. We've got to mix things up. There's got to be something added to the conversation other than, yeah, this is kind of dark and I mean, come on. There had to be something else added to this conversation. Otherwise,
Yeah, I think we revived it.
Yeah,
and it is, right? We've gotten, since those days, we've gotten Kolsch's now. We've gotten we've gotten many different styles of beer, in other words. And we've gotten not just different styles, but different things we're doing with those beers. Thinking out of the box, like, hey, why can't we barrel age a Pilsner? Why not? Let's try it. What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Like, I think a lot of breweries are willing to take a lot more risk. It's fantastic.
And don't forget Billy D's favorite lubricant, peanut butter, baby.
Peanut butter, baby. That's right, man. Yeah. We might
That's a lubricant and a sealant.
A lubricant and a sealant.
That might be the show title.
Yeah.
Peanut butter is a lubricant and a sealant.
Oh, that's very good. I'll add that to the possibilities here.
That is awesome. Anyway, guys,
liked it.
I think we're out of here, man. Vegas says E40 tried some craft malt liquor, and the S was awful. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was that honey added to the malt liquor that was out for a while.
Yeah.
That the rapper put out. Yeah, everyone hated that.
Man, this is fantastic show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I had a few other things that we could mention, but man, this was great. I think this is a great way to go out right here. I had a new beer from Bud Light. I don't know that we necessarily need to go into new beers from Bud Light, but they did come out with a new tea flavored beer from Bud Light. Maybe we can talk about that on the next show. Amongst a few other things, but that was kind of one of the big ones there. So in any case, we're out of here again. That first weekend in September, if anybody wants to go, man, just let us know. I am going to seal my deal on my plans to go this weekend. So I will be all in by the end of this weekend. It's a good time. It really is. Even if you're not into music, by the time we're up doing the music, go check it out. You never know. Me and Mark didn't know. Last year we were like, hey, yeah, I can't see going to this thing for more than 3 hours one day. Are you kidding me? I
Yeah.
was all in. It was really a good time. Listening to a lot of good quality music on some. But with that said, even if you're not into it, we end up doing beer
We
most.
do a lot of beer too. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Well,
I'd be into the Denver
beer
beer scene for sure.
Yeah, we can do both. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely both is going to happen. Your strongest days as far as beer are going to be concerned are going to be Friday and Saturday because I know I'm going to be out of there Sunday, and I think Mark is too.
Yeah. We're leaving Sunday too.
So, that I think it's the 6th, September 6th, and the 7th are going to be your strongest days, and the 8th I'm out. So,
Whatever that Sunday is, yeah, it's either 7th.
Plus, it'll be cooler.
exactly.
If I could get a second vacation, I'd be on it.
Coming from here, it's definitely going to be cooler. So
yeah, you'll be in the upper 80s probably, but
yeah,
it should be nice. Yeah, that's a good time of year to be in Colorado. That's for sure.
It's definitely a lot of fun. The weather last year was incredible. It was great. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed myself. So looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys. If not, then you can hear about our trip. But I promise you, beer is going to happen. As you can hear from Zach, he's already got plans for us going up there. And for those of you that don't know, man, Zach is like a local beer celebrity. The thing about it, you've got these huge beer markets, and we've got someone that jumps in the show randomly when he can. He's a busy guy, but he is like a beer. You go somewhere and you mention Zach, and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, I know that dude." Like people, they know him up there. He's a local celebrity. Everywhere he goes, doors open. Hey, Zach, what's up? Oh, you're with Zach? Cool. Hey, sit over here at our table. Like, that's the way it works, man. I am not joking. Mark, am I joking?
Oh, no, that's exactly right. Yeah.
He's a local. They all know Zach. And
food and beer, I'd be all over it.
Oh, please, because that's going to happen. In that order and in reverse
I'd be
order,
all over it,
depending on where we go.
Beer and food and beer.
Joe, if you go back out to
and when we run out of options, we start at number 1 again.
Hey Joe, if you go back out to
Rinse and repeat.
GABF, you're gonna walk into another light pole again.
I don't know. There might be some. Exactly. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
Maybe it's wood this time.
Walking down like this. Boom!
Yeah.
What the hell? Where'd this come from?
GABF was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody should go at least one time, and we did. And personally, I think everybody should go one time. We got it out of our system, and for some people, it's going to be something you have to do all the time. I don't. I'm good.
That's just thick crowds the whole day, right?
Yeah.
It's a big crowd, but it is a big place. So it's not as crowded as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But
still a lot of people. Yeah.
It's just a lot. Like it's when you think about it, it's like 4 or 5 hours, and you just don't think about it. Like drinking 1 to 2 ounce samples of beer, as much as you can drink. Dear God, it's like you end up so full you can't even stand.
So it's basically just waiting in line to get that little 1 or 2 ounce pour.
Yeah, exactly.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them you're not waiting. Some of them you're waiting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, depending on how high.
It's already been
they are,
2
whatever.
years since we've been. Isn't that crazy, Tom?
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
It's 2 years, man.
Wow.
So, having something that the share beer, the CBCs, that we can actually meet up at is kind of cool to me. So, in any case, we're out here, guys. Talk to you later, man. Peace out. Thanks for the great show. Thank you to everybody that jumped in. And Chase and Coach, hey, good luck to you, baby.
Yeah.
Cheers.
What you get?
See you guys next week.
All right. Later.
Salute.